on the break of New York VWAP. I got out of that take profit account here, and then I closed the TOF account here as we pushed into that opening range high. So definitely could have made a little bit more money on it if I just held it, but I was kind of happy with that. Like it was an hour of straight profit, like no drawdown. So in at 26, out at 35, basically. So that was a good trade for me. So those were the two. That's it. Just riding the longs. It's nice when it works like that. And then I had this markup in the daily report card just from that morning scalp we talked about. Remember trading before the opening range was set? That was the idea we had yesterday. But as you can see, by trading before the opening range is set, sometimes you'll get these moves quickly against you. And then you'll look back at it in hindsight and say, I should have been faster. So just something to keep in mind there, everybody. That was it. That's all I had yesterday. Did you have anything good worth sharing from yesterday, Randy?
No, I took I had a loss. I took a short. And then, that was it. I had another long later in the day that I took. Basically, I bought as we had that momentum, around just before lunchtime, Eastern time. And then I just took it to get that loss back and I was done. So I had just the 2 trades on the day.
Yep.
I got in a little premature on a short on the first break of the opening range low. And that again, how many times do we talk about this when I get induced into taking that first break, and how does that work out for me? So
not great. Not great. Dude, wait, I'll tell you a story about that in a second. There's a question. How do we get the Discord link? Alex is asking on YouTube. Alex, it's for people on ASFX TV. So if you take the first month free promo, you see this is where our live chat is. This is where I'm talking to people. This is where you get the Discord link and also access to our courses as well. So just hop on there. First month is free now. Discount code is first. We want to get a bunch of new people in. So take advantage. The website is www.asfx.tv. Randy, something's going on at 6504. You see this right here? 570 contracts.
Yeah. And then also I was just saying, like, I was looking at 65 since I turned my Bookmap on, like just such a nice round number. Yeah. Those orders at 6504. Those have been on since just prior to the market open on mine.
Yep.
But on MES, they're not really showing up. They're showing up a lot lighter.
Okay. I'm not in. So one thing we'll say, I say it every day, 15 minutes. Very rarely do we take a trade. We like to wait for that opening range to set, especially when we're floating above this overnight VWAP so far. A pullback to it wouldn't surprise us. Always got to have that in your mind. So you'll never really see me trade in the first 15 minutes. The contracts are gone unless we're coming off that VWAP, everybody. So when we're floating up here, you can just know if you get on stream, first 15 minutes, boom, we're going to just wait. What happened to that guy from London that was on your team? Oh, Tom's a great guy. Tom just was doing other stuff. So 6504, Randy still has 164 contracts, 6,500, 200 contracts. So it seems inevitable that it's pulling this thing higher. Nothing's coming on down here to pull us down, and Delta's 2,400 green.
Yeah. Like what is even below us? Really? We've been straight up since London. And you're saying when you're so far away from that overnight VWAP, it's hard to, unless you're getting in right at the open right off the New York VWAP, there's no point buying up here.
No, I mean, look at VIX is down 2.5%, YM higher. So like every other day, Randy, you've been on stream a couple times with me this week already. Like the morning, we've had the divergence between the indices often. And now today, it's just, of course, after that London session being so bullish, man, like there's no sellers here. I have stats for it.
Yesterday, YM finally took its all-time high VWAP, and it was really interesting to see that. And everything just kind of took off right after that. And it struggled all week to even every time it got up to its all-time high VWAP, even though NQ and ES were above it, YM would just pull back and NQ would slow down. And then yesterday it was just foot off the gas, foot off the brake and straight on the gas. And you saw looking like everything, it was straight up. So
Yep.
Me and Thomas were talking about it. When we started in the BSC, I still have a markup. I think it was 4,800 on ES. And here we are at 6,500. Like it's crazy. I can't believe we came back this fast after all the tariff stuff.
Well, great transition, Randy. Great transition. Let me hit you with some stats. So I put this tweet up this morning, everybody. Tell me your thoughts on this. I said, with Trump being right about tariffs, right? Because U.S. tariff revenue has surged 300%, bringing in a record $29 billion in 1 month. So he's clearly right. Tariffs were not going to kill the economy. They're helping us. That makes you wonder, is Powell too slow to lower rates? Will we look back at this time and say, oh, we should have dropped rates sooner? Tariffs, of course, are going to make us money. We should have dropped the rates, let people start borrowing cheap, and just put lighter fluid on the fire for the economy, So I think that's what Trump's really saying. And it seems more and more like we're headed in this direction of someone's going to replace Powell very soon, and that person's going to lower the rates. They're already saying they're going to lower the rates next month. So it's already beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it could just be accelerated by the next person that takes his job. Thoughts on that, everybody? Yeah, 300. Look at this. Overall, there's no denying that President Trump's tariffs have brought in record U.S. revenues. This is half the picture for ending the U.S. deficit spending crisis. So we're bringing in more money. Now we need to fix the spending. It's a double. You got to fix both sides of it. NVIDIA is now 8% of the S&P 500, worth $4.47 trillion. This is the highest weight for any single stock in the index history. Damn. You want me to repeat that, everybody? Right? 8% of the S&P 500 is NVIDIA. So whenever you're looking at buying or selling ES, you should be looking at what NVIDIA looks like, for sure. And then Apple and Microsoft and Google, Meta. That's like, yeah. So even here, you guys know I like bar charts. Ready? Is the S&P 500 about to roll over? Interesting research note from UBS regarding the Mag 7 weighting, since we're speaking about this. Last week, Mag 7 weighting breached 34% for the third time. In 2021, 2022, and 2024, 2025, when the Mag 7 exceeded 27.5% and 34% respectively, the SPX rallied further by 2.5% average within 1 month, before rolling over by an average of 13% in the subsequent 2 months. So we could be, according to this note, I'll summarize it, melt up for another month, and then September, October, we end up coming down 12%. We go into a little bit more of a correction based on this statistic that when we get this overweight, there ends up needing to be a rebalancing to some extent. Thoughts on that?
That's I could see it. I could see some of that. I don't know about 12%, but
it's just based on the statistics of it, you know? So they're just looking at the past and taking averages, you know? Chris says the Fed's rules are so antiquated and underestimated the strength and resilience of the U.S. economy and the fact that there's so much change with AI. Great point. What are your guys' thoughts on the tariffs being passed onto the consumer? I don't know enough about it. Well, it's a good question, Harry, but nothing here has gotten that much more expensive. Have you noticed anything, Randy, in Canada?
Well, I think this is what a lot of people this is a lot of, I don't know what you call it, FUD or whatever you want, but nobody even really knows, because a lot of these big corporations will absorb a certain amount of the tariffs. Some will get passed on to customers. Like, it's not just all going to be like, you're paying this much more for everything. That's not how it works.
Right.
The company's not going to, corporation's not going to be like, we're going to sell you it for 35% more because we're getting a tariff. You're not going to buy it. Right. So they're going to have to look and cut into their, like, it's such an evolving thing. And I think you're going to see
anyone that's run a business. You would never just pass on the cost directly to the consumer. You would try to fix it or find the budget and move things around internally so you don't lose business, because any business owner is always worried about raising prices and then losing business.
And especially with all these, with every, record profits out of these corporations, like they're going to take some of their margin and absorb some of that tariff cost. It's as much as people don't want to believe it and think they're going to pay 35% more for everything, at least up here, that's not true. It's the furthest thing from the fact.
Nope. And then people will get pissed and the government will then have to step in and fix that, because then the people won't be, you know what I mean? Like, so it's all tied together very closely. So that's why it's interesting. I think the initial perspective was tariffs are going to ruin the consumer. Tariffs are going to hurt us. That was how they tried to spin it to some people, especially the Democrats here, I feel like, tried to make it political and say tariffs are going to hurt the consumer. Well, they haven't. They brought in record revenue. Now, if we just fix the spending, we actually might be on a good track. So everybody, this is Christine. I don't know, Christine, have you been on stream before? I don't think so.
No, not your stream. First time.
All right. So this is great. So Christine's actually going to be on the podcast in a few weeks too, everybody. So get to know Christine. Yes. Christine and Randy met through the Black Shirt Club. I can't get rid of them no matter what I try to do. They both just stick around forever. Actually, Christine, since you're here, I have a client for your husband too.
You have a what? Client?
I have a client for your husband. Yeah,
Okay.
I need a friends and family discount.
Okay. You want to set up an affiliate code?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, but seriously, my father-in-law, I told you he's got a business, cuts grass out here on the side, just like when he's off work. And I told him what your husband does. And he's like, I need that guy. I'm like, okay. And for him to say that, that's not in his personality. So I was like, all right, you said it. Let's go. Yeah.
Send me his contact. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thoughts on trades with a Trump speech in the morning? A good question, Jordan. I think, markets are super bullish here. Naturally, they will pull back at some point. I don't know if it'll be because of what Trump says. You might end up seeing the two and correlating the two, but does that necessarily mean it? No, So because Trump has said things before and the market hasn't reacted at all. You know, it just depends on what he's talking about. Like yesterday or the day before, he was talking about federalizing the police in DC and blah, 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 you know, and the market didn't move for that. So, all right, opening range high is set and broken right there. Christine, you got any trades yet or no?
Yeah, I had a trade on Tesla that I was in overnight, so I just took profit on that. So now I'm just back to the futures side and watching that chart now.
You're crushing it this week, Apple and Tesla.
Yeah, I'm still in my Apple.
And Meta. She took a long on Meta yesterday.
Yes, I am doing better in my personal account than in my prop accounts. Let's just say that. And it's a bit of a relief. Yeah, it is. It really is interesting.
You're just doing better overall, Christine. That's what it is.
Sure.
Why do you think, Randy?
I don't know. She's getting back to what she likes to do, trading the stocks. And I think this will trickle into your futures trading. Like yesterday, she was looking at taking and you did take a reversal off the bottom, and she closed it perfectly on at the New York VWAP, took it off the previous day's New York VWAP up to New York VWAP and closed it perfectly. Like, and that's, you know, I think you just, as much as we like to say it, I think when we're struggling on, you know, futures and we go back to something we know, or we're struggling with something and we go back to, I'm in the same boat. You know, look at me, I was trying to scalp all these scalps and I went back to trading how I trade, and I've been having the best 2 weeks I've had in 2 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Like just going to doing what just trusting myself more or less, having faith, believing in myself.
Yeah. You get like a boost of energy or something when you have a small win, maybe even in another area. Like, okay, I made money in my personal account today, so I'm much more apt to not rush into a trade on my prop account, because like when I made money in real life, like what is it? I don't need to go lose fake money or, you know, just get into a trade that I don't need to be in. So
for sure.
Yeah, it helps.
It helps. Great. Why were you long Tesla? What was the thought?
I was long on the 65-minute chart on the 5 DMA. Okay. So it was just in an uptrend in that kind of time frame, bounced off of that. Quick long. Nothing.
Am I wrong to think like if Tesla's really as good as they say, this thing's gonna be a $700 or $800 stock at some point in the next year or two?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean it's already gone that. They've split the stock. Like I traded it when it was.
No, I know. I mean 700 or 800 based on where it is now. Like, you know what I mean? Like this thing you could double your money in Tesla still, especially if they lower rates. You know what I mean? Lower rates are going to stimulate stocks. Even like Randy, we were saying, even if there is a pullback after a melt up, like certain stocks like this that have so much upside and so much interest, it's hard to not see them doing super well. I mean, look at Nvidia after the Trump bullshit with the Liberation Day. I mean, it's like 111%. Look at this from the bottom in April, like in not even a year, 111% on Nvidia. So I think Tesla, I mean, Nvidia is Nvidia. It's not Tesla, but Tesla's not Nvidia, I should say. But still, some of these stocks have a lot of potential, Look at Microsoft. Look at that grind higher. You want to talk about it? Look at those daily bars, bro. It like lulls you to sleep quietly and softly. Look at that.
And then,
Apple still has a lot of upside.
NQ looks like absolute, not very good. Not even getting back above its New York, and here's ES and YM heading to the moon.
No, YM is just taking off. Look, 6,500 has 300 contracts on it. It's about to fill on ES. So what's pulling YM? Let's check a heat map real quick.
There's no earnings this week, is there?
Amazon, Home Depot, Nike's up 2.7%. United Healthcare is up 2%. Visa's up. United. Good old United. Visa's up 2%. Yeah, I mean, once Nvidia gets going, you could say it might help, but it's not weighted that heavily in the index. Goldman's really heavy in the index right now. What's Goldman doing today? Plus, not even a little over 0.5%. Okay, but YM is just ripping. Look at that chart, dude. ES edging 6,500 again here. What's your gut say, Christine? Do you like longs? Do you like shorts? It's hard to be a short here, right? What do you think?
I always like longs. I was thinking, I was thinking that maybe we would have a pullback at the open, and then I would look for long maybe off of yesterday's high of day around that area, but that's just not the case. So
nope,
I don't really have anything to take right now until it pulls back a little bit.
The market will wear you out. There it goes, 6,500. or scare you out, Brian Shannon would say. Something like that. He said something like that to me, where like it will always do the most obvious thing in the least obvious way. So like right when you think it's got to go, or it's got to stop, it's going to go higher. Like this thing is built to go higher. The inflows are crazy into these ETFs right now. I'll pull up another stat on that. So just so much capital inflowing into US indices, US stocks. Dude, it's definitely not a short market, you know?
Yeah, you put up that stat, 14 trillion in 4 months.
Yep.
Like I can't even fathom that.
Yep. Here you go. That's 13.5 trillion in 4 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, 13, 14. We're talking trillions. Like you just had
trillions in 4 months. Yep. 6501.
It's like it got pulled into those orders, and then like if you look on Bookmap, it just got kind of sucked up into those orders at 6504. Now it's going to come up to it.
Yep. What he's talking about, everybody, is right here. That heat map here on 6500 getting full, and now you can see it's thickening up here 04. Interesting. And not even like it's not even tech driven. Look at the Mag 7 index just sitting above New York VWAP, up and down, up and down. It's not tech driven. It's YM here. What's Goldman look like? Yeah, Goldman's up. $700 stock. NQ is ugly. Jeez.
Yeah.
But you could argue that NQ is that if we're going to be wanting to buy, at least NQ just broke New York VWAP. You know, it's rangy. So, you know, I would go at it with it. Yeah.
No, I got MES up on Bookmap, and orders are just coming on 05, 07, at 10. And then below there was some at 90, 91 that come off. 94 come off. Like they're starting to come off below and going on above. So it looks like for a nice setup to go higher.
Yep. Someone on YouTube said, how would you explain the way you use VWAP to a new trader? You don't fit. If you try to trade on the right side of the VWAP, it's as simple as that. But if you want to learn, take the first month free discount I've been talking about and watch Futures 101 right here. That's why we put this up. It's free. Christine's seen it. Randy's seen it. Everybody's seen it. And then watch Futures 2.0. It'll help. You don't have to trade exactly the way that we show you, but this will teach you how to read the VWAP correctly. And if you use the first month free discount, you get access to these courses. You get access to the stream. So you get to watch the courses and then see us do it. So you'll really pick it up over the course of a month. That's why we're doing it. First month free. Take advantage. I got to start my daily report card for today. You've been doing daily report cards? Bless you. Christine, you've been doing daily report cards, or what's up?
Yeah, I have. I just haven't posted them.
Why?
Because I keep forgetting.
Okay.
You can yell at me.
I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not saying anything.
I do them. Every day.
You don't got to say anything. You're just yelling all the time in our heads. Austin lives in our heads just yelling.
Stop.
I knew this was going to come up today.
Stop. It's okay. You got to get it done, Christine. You know, you got to get it done.
Yeah.
AMD since high shares last up 5.6%. Uptrend are where the greatest of disciplines are lost, but only realized when a downtrend presents itself. Interesting. You like that one too, Randy? You're all about the one-liners, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. One-liner.
Put them on a t-shirt. I'm just going through
here. I did see a t-shirt yesterday on a guy that said all trash, no trailer. Like a white trash. It was good.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I can't justify being a YM long. It's too high. Same thing for ES right now. I mean, I think you make money maybe, but I don't know if I'm a buyer here. NQ actually has my interest the most. I have to take a trade on this. Sorry, good.
No, the probabilities on ES right now, like you're going to be looking for this to come back to New York VWAP. Like you got to be making money fast, or else you're going to risk more than you're going to make, probably.
Yep, way more. I pull back, like there's orders at 90 on the downside. That would be low. I don't even need 90. I would love a pullback to 95 or 96. And that's right where there's like a gap.
The opening range high, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get back to the opening range high and hold that. I could look for a long.
Yep. Nina, if you're already an ASFX TV member, the discount does not work. It's only for new members. Austin, how do you look at the Mag 7 chart? Claudio, you add together these 7 stocks. So you just type in Apple and then you hit the plus sign right here and you start adding them up like this. Just like that.
Yeah, I know the DRCs make a big difference. I'm just reading the chat and Scott was saying the biggest difference in my trading over the last few months is doing the DRC religiously.
Yep.
So it's definitely
you need accountability for it too sometimes, right, Christine?
Yeah. Why? Stop bringing me into that. Stop using me as an example.
That's the only reason you're here, Christine. Don't you know?
To get yelled at. Love it.
Yep. All right. Where are you at on your accounts, Christine? What are you trading this week? Remind me.
Okay, so I switched over to my personal account. I am trading 2 combines on Top Step, and I am still trading 3 straight to funded on Top 1, which has the trailing drawdown. And those are in drawdown, and my combines are in profit. So I have one set of accounts for my trade with the VWAP only long, and then my other set of accounts, which is my combines, are my reversal trades. So anytime I feel like I want to get a little spicy and trade a reversal.
What's your advice then, Christine? How would you trade the VWAP? Are you finding more success? Like, are you looking for shorts up here, do you think, on YM back to VWAP? Does that interest you more than longs?
No, because there's no level. Like yesterday, for example, when we bounced off of the previous day New York VWAP, that's the kind of reversal I like, because technically you can just call it trading with the VWAP, but it was bouncing off a particular level going back to the current day VWAP. So those are the trades that I like. So like, let's say there was a big level up here, like previous day VWAP that it came up to and rejected, then I would like that as a short. But I don't think I would have shorted this up here just because for me, it's like in never land. Like there's nothing for me. Like there's no reason.
Basically fading the top. She's not, you don't want to call the top or bottom.
I will also I will watch the high of day, like if we're rejecting off the high of day or low of day, for example. But obviously this bar, like on MES that came back down, there was no pattern of rejection of the high of day because I'm on the 2 minute. So to me, that just looks like one big red bar all the way down to New York VWAP. So now
I'm seeing it start to turn on the 1 minute, but I get what you're saying. It's very
more happy to long. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Randy, you long?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Like if
it's an interesting pullback. It's pretty fast. NQ new low.
NQ found support on
YM.
NQ found support on its overnight. So it's finding some support on a level. But now again, I feel like these are where I get, if I don't get in right away, I'm too late to the trade.
Yeah, I think that if you wanted this, you waited for that candle to close and hold, and you clicked it right at the open of this candle. Because I agree with you. I'm not a buyer yet here. I'd rather wait a second, see if we get something like this.
So what I'm doing now is so if I wanted to get in at the opening range high, I didn't. I look at price right now. That's 3 points above where I wanted to get in. So that's 3 points of profit that I've given up now, and I'm going to try and chase another 7. Like, do you know what I mean? So this is 3 points of drawdown that I would rather have be on the other side of the trade, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Where normally I just get in, I keep getting in. This is a bad habit of mine, getting in late. They work out for me a lot of time, but I'm not making what I should be on the trade. And then I'm taking a lot more heat.
For sure. I like the stop at opening range low on it. It is definitely strong momentum, but it's interesting it did not break VWAP. That's why I'm like, I'm going to have to play this, You
didn't get in long, did you?
I'm gonna here in a second, I think.
If we hold this?
Yeah, I'm going to wait till this 2 minutes goes until 10 o'clock and then see how we start the next 15-minute bar. Yeah, see, it's flipping this 15-minute bar. I'm waiting 2 more minutes. Still holding it. Buyers still, it's all buyers since the open. There's not a question of if you're selling it or not, right? For me, the way that back to that question, it's a fair question to keep coming back to. How do you read the VWAP? Well, from 9:30, it's been all buyers. So this retest is going to either look like a really nice retest or it's going to dip and you're going to lose. But that's playing the system. You're not going to win all your trades. The way that we teach you how to trade is you got yourself on the right side of VWAP. I just don't like entering on this decision here right before a 15-minute candle is about to close. Because if this comes down and breaks New York VWAP in the last minute here, like it might, it flips the 15-minute bar and it looks really bad. Then it looks like I'm stuck in a pin.
I'm just curious to see if these orders at 91 and 90 want to fill before we get a move up. We're very close to them now. And with the way NQ is looking, I could see these orders getting tapped.
Yeah, YM's just holding up though. So I have to trade one more day on my TPT account, and then I'm past it. Like I've already been over the profit target and everything.
Let's go.
And then you build a buffer in that account, and then daily.
I don't know. I need advice. Well, I don't know how to trade TPT. This is my first challenge, and the first time. So like, what am I getting? Am I getting a pro plus? Like what? And what do I got to do?
You're getting a pro. You got 2K. A drawdown is trailing drawdown. After the 2K, you qualify for daily payouts.
After I make 2K with a 2K trailing drawdown.
Yeah, and then it locks. Trailing drawdown locks at 52,000.
And so I just got to make the 2K.
Yeah.
But it's intraday trailing drawdowns.
Yeah. Yes.
But then you can
grow trailing drawdown.
You can grow the account basically after your 2,000 because it locks.
Do I YOLO it and try to get it in one trade? Do you just try to get it in the first trade and then build the 2K buffer?
No, you'll get smoked. It's a trailing drawdown. It goes to 9 points in profit and comes back to break even. You're toast. The trade's done, right? It's trailing. Well, no, I'm just saying, depending on size you trade. I'm just giving you an example. And the way you trade, you get look at the trade you're in yesterday. How long were you in drawdown for, right?
He's saying you take a lot of drawdown, Austin. That's what he's saying.
Drawdown sometimes, yeah.
So, and then what I'm going to do with I have two pro accounts. I'm going to trade them, but I'm going to figure out, I'm not going to look at the daily payout. I'm going to challenge myself to bi-weekly, bi-monthly or something. Because who gets paid every day at work?
You don't get a pro plus until when?
That's I think when you go. That's your live account.
Right, it's a live account. Yeah. So you don't get that until you trade the pro account really well.
Yeah,
you're saying you want to grow this because I'm at 53,179. Is that going to get cleared? Yeah.
Yes, you'll start back at 50K even.
And then with that, I get over 52. I either then have that as drawdown buffer, or I can take it out.
You can close the account and take it out.
Okay.
Or you can have it as drawdown buffer, and then everything above 52,000, you can take a daily payout.
Not
but what I don't like about that is who gets paid every day.
Let's see if I can do it on stream, everybody. You're going to see it. I'm going to try and fucking do it. Let's see. So how much should I try to make or lose with the trailing drawdown, Randy? Like, what's the risk management tip for an account like that?
You want to know what I'm doing? I don't know if you can handle it.
That's why I'm asking you.
Handle it.
I'm trading 3 micros.
Oh, I'm going to throw up.
No, don't do that.
I'm not trading 3 micros. I thought you'd say 3 minis.
So I have 2 accounts. I haven't decided yet. So I've been trading them both with 3 micros. One I might go a little more aggressive, 5-10 micros or something.
You called it well, Randy. This is pulling back to fill these orders here at 92. So I'm going to look to take the entry if we come back through.
NQ's taken its overnight view up. Let's just see if NQ had a big block of orders sitting at 24,000. I'm curious to see if we can find some support here.
Jose said, I'm $600 away to pass a combine after 2 rough months. Take it slow, Jose. Don't go too fast, buddy. You're close. Once you get 10K payouts, they change you to the Pro Plus, and then it's end of day drawdown. Got it. All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, their rules suck. On their website, it's not clear. It's annoying. Oh,
but
I should say,
does the trailing drawdown not lock at 50 at whatever your buffer is? Like 52,000? Like that's what I'm under the understanding. And the way that Dwayne worded it, it seems like you don't get end of day drawdown until you take 10K in payouts. So I just would like some clarity on that one.
Yeah, we'd have to check. Either way, it's a good deal. I spent $100 on the account, so it's a good deal.
And we got carried away, but just so everybody in the chat knows, Christine has had her 50K TOF accounts the longest. The pro.
Wow,
account,
really?
So.
Are you on the old rules?
She's on the original ones.
I think I knew that. Yeah, from our call last.
No,
week.
I did. Did I blow it? I can't even remember. I've blown so many accounts.
You haven't blown these pro accounts yet.
These ones, but I've blown the pro accounts, haven't I? No, I haven't.
I don't think so.
I haven't blown them yet.
Yeah, I know that. I don't think so.
It all mixes together in your minds of all the blown accounts, the graveyard.
Randy, they pulled the orders at 92. Sorry, Christine. They pulled them all.
So look down on, they don't show on ES, but on MES, I got 253 orders that just came on at 85.
I have my next biggest block is at 87. Either way, if it goes to fill any of that, I'm glad I'm not long.
No. Previous days or the overnights at 83, right? So you could easily see if there's orders down there, why would it not want to pull to that level before it finds some support, if not even cut through that? Like look at NQ now. NQ's just NQ looks like it wants to tip right over.
And YM just made a new high. Totally.
And so this is what
someone in the chat asked, how do you read it like this? Look at what I'm doing, everybody. I'm not in a trade. When I have confluence, it's easy. And if it ain't easy, I don't want it. Some of you want to just trade. I want to make money. That's the difference. It's real clear. I make money because most of you just lose more than me. Everybody here, Randy does well because he's not losing a lot, right? Christine, wouldn't you agree? Like that's the key, not losing a ton.
Yeah.
Up 1,500 on the day, but I feel like we might have a nice trade setting up. Do I walk away? I don't know, Josh. How much is 1,500 for your account? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think everybody's got to define a number that they're good with and they walk away. It could be $50 for some people and 1,500 for some people. But once you define that number, just be firm and stick to those rules. It's going to save you. You give that 1,500 back, you're going to be kicking yourself hard, man. And those losses are even worse than just taking a loss.
Look, Nvidia's coming off of previous day VWAP. ES about to take New York VWAP. We could have an entry here. I'm not getting wicked into this thing, so I'm waiting for the candle to close. But if it closes bullish, I'm going to take it. Unless it's a massive bullish candle, it moves away too much. Because otherwise, if I don't take it and it goes, I'm going to say, look at that break and retest, and I missed it. That's the setup, man. Don't go without me. That's all I'm saying. How much is Bookmap? If you use the discount link in my bio, it's like $150 for 3 months. It's not bad. Randy, you taking this?
I don't know.
Won't go without me.
I just don't love my stop at the opening range low, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a little far, but it's only 11 points or so. All right, I'm in. Kind of got in on that pullback, so I got the 95.
Yeah.
Oh, 05 has the orders above, Randy. I'd even be happy with something. If it goes to high a day quick, I'll take some. All right, so I got it on my TOF accounts. I have to place a trade on this TPT account, so I'm going to also enter it on here just with one contract like I did yesterday and put the stop in and just leave it alone. Because even if I lose this trade, I lose $47, I'll still be eligible to be past the challenge. Maybe I'm not going to enter it.
Yeah, I don't know. These orders at 90, I really want to understand icebergs. And when you see price get to a level, slow down, not take all the orders. Like, are we getting absorption? But we have I have a selling ball on mine. So is that like the sellers are being absorbed?
Yeah.
Again, don't I'm speaking Bookmap language for anyone that doesn't understand. So
did you do anything with the stops and icebergs?
No, I have to. That's what I want to get on the call with Nick and start learning about that. Then I'm going to upgrade to Global Plus, just one thing at a time. So,
yeah, the guys in the chat are talking about Delta. I've seen Delta drop like this and price still go higher. I pointed it out yesterday. So you can't trade Delta. It's definitely not an indicator to trade.
I would think if Delta like reversed the other way and it was negative now, maybe I could look at it. But
what else we got? Looks like there were longs in the chat earlier today, and now it's some people entertaining this long as well. Big meeting in Alaska on Friday between Trump and Putin to try to stop the war. Hopefully something good happens.
Yeah, what's the announcement? Is that what he's going to say? Some talk about that, or did I miss something?
I think they have a deal where they're going to propose. Trump and Putin are going to agree, and then they put Zelensky in the corner to like basically sign or he's then looks like the one that wants to keep the war going. They're going to have to give land to Russia, which is just the way it is. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Okay, so let's see. Anything coming through here? Did you guys see Zarb's payouts?
Yeah, what a stud, man.
Yep.
I think it's him getting into his dad era. Like he's getting ready to have a baby, and he's like starting to crush it, killing it.
To make more money.
It's always what
babies
it is.
are cheap. You actually spend less money when you have a child.
That's
is that true?
No,
that is not true. Randy's like, depends how you raise this fucker.
Oh man.
Did you get a bunch of hand-me-downs or not?
I had a call with Mark Ross yesterday. It was nice. We got to laugh and joke.
Oh yeah, how's he doing?
He's good, man. I haven't caught up with him in a while, so
Miss that guy.
It was a nice little phone call we had.
I forgot that you guys like sat together at that seminar. So you guys like bonded.
Time goes by, you know what? And there's like, if this is something that, you know, I just want to make sure I always still try and nurture those relationships, right? Like where people people give me the time, like I have to make sure to give them the time back. And it's important you do stuff like that. You get caught up, especially when you're trying to learn something new. You have a kid, you know, your ups and downs of life, you know, time just goes by. And I haven't talked to Mark since before he went to Italy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just reached out to him and said, hey man, you free? He's like, yeah, we got on a call and chopped it up and it was good.
Yep. Question says, just joined. Why are you bullish for today? We've had buyers in control since market open. This is a pullback holding New York VWAP for the most part here up until this minute. So we're looking to see if this is going to be a higher low for a move higher. It's a textbook trade that we look for. This one, you have to have your stop at opening range low because there could be a pullback like this. This one's starting to move a little quicker though. Let's see what it does with 90. I'd like to see it bounce. But I like this stop loss too. It's not over leveraged, not over risked. And if it does come back to overnight VWAP, it's a great place you could look for a re-entry if we stay long biased.
Yeah, on MES on Bookmap, I see these orders at 85. So it's like where your stop is, you're good. And now you got overnight VWAP coming up to your stop, basically. You know, so you're gonna have a clear couple levels there if you're in this trade all the way down to the opening range low.
Crazy couple of divergences here. NQ lower, YM higher completely.
But isn't that, I don't watch YM, but isn't that like, isn't YM always different? Or is it just sometimes?
No. It's just sometimes.
I find ES follows. I find like I think YM being more bullish right now is holding ES up.
Well, if
YM came back down to, if YM took its New York VWAP, I could see ES just tipping.
Oh,
like I've seen that multiple times this week.
They're just the same. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just weighted differently. So like the YM pulling higher while N pulling lower keeps ES going sideways. If more of YM and if there's maybe pieces in NQ that were also bullish with YM being bullish, ES would naturally come a little higher than lower. You know what I'm saying? Someone said, Chris said, for futures 2.0, if it wasn't clear to me when you look for a VWAP bounce versus a VWAP break, how do you know when you look for a bounce versus a break? A bounce would be like this trade when we're above it and we're bouncing off of it. A break would be like what it's doing now. It was above it and it's coming down, breaking through it. So like if you were in this trade, but you were short, you would call it a VWAP break somewhere in here because you were above it and you're trading it as it breaks versus if you're above it and then trading long, you're trading it as a bounce. That's all. Overnight VWAP for me is inside the range. Is yours outside? Mine is outside the range. Yeah, just underneath opening range low. Let's see, Randy. Does 87 bounce for me? Is anyone else long with me? Again, I'm only small on this on both accounts here, not oversizing myself. In case we're wrong, we'll still have ammo for another trade. No matter what happens on this trade here, I could literally just get out of this now because it doesn't matter. I just need last trade today. Do I get like a congratulations email from TPT, like a confetti bomb or something cool?
No, nothing. You'll get a bunch of shit you got to go through again, and you're gonna be annoyed. You'll be like, "What the hell? Why doesn't this work? Where's my credit? What?" I went through it over the weekend. And then their customer service is closed on the week. So one thing I will say, I got to say this quickly. I've been wanting to say this.
Here we go.
You don't realize how good customer service is until you go to a prop firm with shitty customer service.
Yeah.
So TOF, I will say their customer service, Top One Futures, is you can say whatever you want about them, but their customer service is second to none. Go to a prop firm with shitty customer service and call me. Tell me what you think, right? Like, so you're getting what you're paying for a $100 account with TPT. But like I said, it got resolved. It's just not going to be like if you have only been working with Top One, which I have. It's not going to be like that seamless. Yeah, see how this is just slowing down right here?
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I kind of like the long. I got to be long. Like there's no reason to be short. What am I going to short it to the daily VWAP? Like,
no.
I just like that it's slowing down because it just, NQ is going to start slowing down on tipping over. And I think you just need to get back above a level on NQ and this thing's going to want to push back higher.
I think one thing that I do well is I understand through my markups, like how these trades can look. So I'll sit through it. Like I think a lot of people would try to buy here and throw a stop randomly in here. Honestly, I don't think that they would put it where it's supposed to go at opening range low. And if this ends up holding for me, you're going to be like, wow, that looks so great. Of course, if I lose, you'll be like, that was a bigger stop than you know. I mean, I put the stop here the same place all the time. So it's just where the stop goes. That way you give it space to breathe. You can't like time the market all the time, especially in a pullback. You know what I mean? I think if you're trading a momentum strategy and you're looking for breakouts, you better time the market right. But when you're trading a pullback and you're trying to get a trending move back into a high, you may not time it perfectly. And it may have to sweep lows like it did here in order to free up liquidity to then make your move. Like my ICT terms there.
Who are you?
Yeah, Mike, be patient. They'll get back to you. They didn't even get back to me. They just put the credits in my account, and then I looked, and there was credits. So you need credits to activate your account, or you have to pay for it.
I had to change a tax document with them, bro, and they got back to me in like 10 hours, not even. So I don't know. Maybe I get special treatment, but they did get back to me fast. So.
Well, they probably saw and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Austin Sliver."
They actually hit me up to maybe work on a project with them. So I'm talking to the guy today.
Well, you better learn the rules a bit better.
Yeah. Thanks, Christine. Any jab you can get, Christine's here to jab it back. Go do your daily report, Christine.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this whole trader meetup thing. Tell me if I'm crazy. Like, what does like the Chicago not sound like a good idea? Like that's such a central airport.
That sounds like a great idea.
Chicago has everyone. Great food.
Like, that's a main hub airport.
Are we just having good things about Chicago? To just drink and eat together? Is that what we're all doing that well financially that we can afford that and to leave our families? Christine, you're leaving Mexico for that?
No. I think no. Yeah. I was gonna plan it for the new year. I just think this year is gonna be hectic.
Yeah.
Like with LA coming up, and then obviously with the whole Mexico thing, like it's just gonna be a lot. And then the holidays, Thanksgiving.
I think we all just crash Mexico where you guys will be at.
Yes.
Anytime.
Do it.
Anytime. I got 2 beds in one of the bedrooms so we can sleep.
I got cots. Come on.
8 people can stay at our place? 4 in a bed?
8 people.
If you're not already coming to this, everybody, tickets are going up next week for this. Randy's going to be there. Christine will be there. Make sure you grab a ticket. This is October. Someone's asking in the chat, trading boot camp seminar. Boot camp seminar, mastermind, masterclass. Yes, all of that. This is the only one we have like officially planned. But this one's going to be epic.
Go scroll down for a sec, Austin. You think David would get mad if we Photoshop mine and Christine's pictures on the 2 blank faces at the end?
No. Scott, dinner in LA. We're probably just going out after, bro. So stay as late as you can on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a few of us, so I think we just go. We'll find somewhere we can.
We're just roaming. We're gonna go.
That'll be kind of. We can kind of do like a meetup somewhere and I'll find something good for us. I'll find us a patio or somewhere we could go sit outside and have some drinks.
Sitting here. Yeah, Scott, it's going to be good to see you, buddy. So if anybody wants to come, that was friendlybearuniversity.com/events, David Capablanca's website. He's the one hosting the event. I'm just the guest speaker. But I actually will be the one, I think, hosting it too, because I got the pizzazz.
I am also in along with you now, Austin, on my
Knew it. I was just going to say that this smells like Christine's reversal play.
Why? Tell me why. What are we looking at?
Because price is just slowing down, and you can kind of
But it's slowing down at the pre-market high. So it's like a level that I was already watching. If it was just slowing down and I didn't have anything like it did up when it reversed, then I wouldn't have gotten in. But because I had this level on my chart and it's slowing down at this specific level, then I'm willing to try along.
NQ or ES?
MES.
Cool.
I like it, Christine.
Dippy said I joined with the first promo code. Can I join TradeZella? The TradeZella discount code I have is ASFX. That's for 20%. Are you copy trading now, Austin? I am. So right now, what you're looking at is I'm trading a TPT challenge. Today is going to be the day I pass it. I'm over 53,000. And now I'm just trading for my 5th day today. And then here I'm trading TOF accounts. These are 50K instant fundeds with TOF. I'm copy trading 3 of them. That's where I'm working right now.
So what's the goal on the TPT? Is that what it's called?
Not lose it.
Well, no, but like, what's your, is it 53,000 you have to get to?
Yeah. I already got
52.
that.
So you've already gotten there, but you have to have 5 trading
5
days?
trading days. So I'm just trading 1 micro right now for fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I can't, I'm not lying. Randy, don't laugh at me. I've been thinking about opening up a personal account too for futures.
Yes.
100%. I'm on board with you.
Yeah, I think I got to. I feel like I want to. I got to.
So
and
right now I'm in the process. Nick's already got a little bit of a head start on me, but I've actually just set up my traders post. So this is something I'm going to be documenting, and I'm going to be copy trading a bunch of evals, but I'm going to have a personal account going in there. I think, like, I'm trying to find, a little bit of a method to scale up and not have to be like scale up in the sense that I need to buy 9 TOF, accounts for $2,000. Like, just try some different evals. I'm really interested in,
using
trying
Trader
something.
Code or TradeSync. I'm excited, Randy. I think that'll be good. Are you going to YouTube it? Docu-series on YouTube?
Yeah. So I'll work on it. I've been actually supposed to have been working on it for the last month, and I haven't. So I just got around to it because I kind of got into a little bit of a vicious cycle with instant funded accounts and just trying to chase payouts.
Stop smirking. Why are you smirking at him? I see you. She's like, yep, I know.
Oh, she's probably like, what are you doing? Like, why don't you just trade 1 account? What's wrong with you?
No, you would rather blow 9 accounts all at once.
I'd rather blow 9 combines all at once, actually.
Owen said a lot of choppiness.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago would be a great place. Yeah, orders at 87 right now, Randy, on ES. Let's see. I got cupping done on my back last night, everybody.
Oh.
You should see how dark. She goes, your marks are going to be a little dark because you have a lot of inflammation and congestion. I'm like, fuck. AKA, she's like, you got to come back and pay me $200 to do this like every week until we get these marks gone. But it did feel good, though. You ever have to get a massage and have to pee?
No, maybe once.
That's a tricky spot. Do you say something? Do you hold it? Do you pee your pants?
You do not pee your pants. I know that one for sure.
Oh my God. Christine peed her pants in a massage.
No, I didn't. I would never.
Just tripping down the table.
We go every now and then for like a couples massage, and it's called Big Feet. It's like an Asian, like, hardcore massage. Not a happy ending when I say Asian. I know Austin's face, but it's so funny because I'm like laying there and I'm like in pain as the guy or girl's working on me, and Hillary's just like, "Ooh, this feels great," and I'm just like, "Oh," like sound like a little bitch. It's so fun. Like, and she's like, "Can you just stop it?
Stop moaning, Randy. I'm trying to enjoy the massage." That's
God,
so
I don't do good with massages.
Guys are like that though. I can handle a lot of pressure on my back. My husband is the same as you. He's just a pressure baby.
I can take it. I just I might moan like Randy.
I might complain.
Might complain a little bit. Yeah. So
Christine, what was your price that you bought it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what'd you get in? Because look at Delta. Delta's now negative 4,000, and it's not moving lower. Price is just sideways.
Yeah, I don't like this trade now that I'm in it.
No, I don't. I would
not.
But
I like for this trade, I try to get, like, what I've noticed is there'll be a good like momentum push. So the fact that didn't happen to me is like, this would be a failed attempt, which is fine.
Do you have a time on it where you're like, okay, it hasn't moved in 5 minutes?
That's a good question. No, but I probably could.
I'm just curious.
Like, I'm about to be stopped out on this because I don't give much. Like, I'm not gonna, like, if I'm doing this type of trade, I'm not gonna go give a stop all the way to the opening range low, because I really do expect it to move back. Like, there should be a momentum. So I could have gotten out like before I just got stopped out. But if I'm going to have a stop at the opening range low, then it's going to be like a normal bounce of a VWAP, like the trade that you took.
Yeah. I mean, it took those orders at 87 and it's not bouncing higher right away here. So we'll see what it might take me out as well. If it takes opening range low, I think it gives us new information too, that it's going to try to move lower. So then we see, does that overnight VWAP defend it? Oh, almost got me there. Oh, almost got me again. Okay.
Yeah,
got me now.
Make a new low.
That's good. Well, I'm done this now. So this account's passed. 53,132. So let me just take a picture of that.
Nice.
Throw that.
Nice.
So
Good job.
Good job.
Isn't that awesome? Passing an account on a losing trade. Like, is that even?
It's
is
so
that
weird,
like? Is
bro.
that a thing?
Who does that?
Trading prop firms is so weird when you think about it.
Just like just thinking about that, you lost a trade and you're like, oh yeah, I just passed this account.
That's where I was on the massage table yesterday in my mind, like thinking about the personal account and all this prop firm stuff. That's where I was. I wasn't zenned out. I was planning my prop firm revenge.
I'm really interested to see you trade a personal account.
I would want to trade like minis though. I wouldn't want to trade micros. I wouldn't want to, you know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. I mean, that's very valid. Like, look at the amount of experience you have. Like, for you not to be trading personal, like, you definitely should.
Yeah. Do we? I kind of like ES longs down here. So if we slow, we got 5 minutes here till 15-minute 10:30. I want to. This would be the last place I would long it. Previous day VWAP is so far away. Like, this is the last chance for a long here off that overnight VWAP. But where would I want to stop? Just another 10 points? Give it another 10 points. Christine, do you think of this as a reversal level? Like, do you look for to confirm that low as a reversal level? Any
yes, I would, but I want, like, I couldn't, for me, I want a shorter stop. So I had to have some type of like we did up at my other level, like that slowdown, you know, so I can have a stop under that. And obviously that trade didn't work. But yes, if this bounced and held, then yeah, it could be another reversal level. But like right now, it's just plowing through it. So I'm not going to like all of a sudden click buy thinking that, oh, this is just going to turn around. Like, you need to see that it's resisting that level.
I think that like my trade on the long here, as soon as like this did not continue and you get instant sellers right away, I got to maybe be quicker to be seeing that it's not working. Buyers are not stepping, because then you're in here and you're just hoping it pops. You're not on the right side of the VWAP. You really want to be short here because you're on the downside of the VWAP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael's still holding a short. Nice. Locked out, plus 350 per account. Nice. Good job. Good job, everybody. Very nice. While we're here and we still have a minute, let me run something for you, everybody. I got the trailer for this week's podcast. You ready for this? And I might place, I think I'm going to get long here too again. Let me run this.
I've been to every country there is going, with Russia, Ukraine, Australia, China, South America. For 10 years, I had a residency in all the big clubs in Ibiza. I was in his green room backstage and I was pouring a tequila with my buddy Kyle, and the door opens. There's no one else in there. And this guy goes, "Can I have one of those?" And I turn around and it's Lewis Hamilton, and I lost it. I take like 5 figures out every month consistently without having to over leverage.
The toxicity of social media, it makes you disingenuous to your trading. It makes you more degenerate with your trading when everyone's winning and all you're doing is chasing wins instead of buying in on the process.
I drill this into my students. I am not in the business of picking a top or a bottom. That is a hero trade for like an idiot.
Thoughts?
So who is that?
His name, he goes by Flow Zone Trader. His name is Alex. He lives in LA, actually. He's on the West Coast. Yeah, yeah. And his DJ name was Tough Love. It was him and this other British dude. That was their name. So if you look him up, you'll probably know some of their songs.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So it should be good. I'm excited. Randy, what are you doing? You're distracted. Are you long?
Short.
You're short. I'm long. Okay, let's go.
I bought it at the bottom again. Like, I just...
What? You bought it at the bottom?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's see, Randy. So you're short where, buddy? Give us a
short
price.
At 82.50.
Starting to lose hope in our long ideas.
Yeah, I like that there's just nothing coming on underneath to pull it lower. You know, I have my stop at the next block at 75, so I feel good about that. I'm giving it 10 points to breathe, and I'm just looking for a move back into that New York VWAP.
I wanted to get long at 85, like at the opening range low. I just, you know, waited and waited and waited. So this is what I mean, where it's like if I got in where I wanted to get short, I would have been, you know, 4 or 5 more points in profit. And I would be managing this trade where now I'm just in profit.
Yeah.
So now like my levels below me is like I got some work to do for me to take profit still.
Let's see. Where's your first 72.25? Okay. Yeah. So with Alex, the first part of the podcast, I was talking to him about like just music and stuff. I was just interested. I'm like, this guy got to do it cooler than I did. You know what I mean? So I was like super into that. And then I was like, all right, I got to pull back here. Got to pull back, get back to trading. And then I asked him, I was like, who's the most famous person that you've ever met? And then that's when he told me about meeting Lewis Hamilton. He was like, I was in a room with Calvin Harris and David Guetta and Afrojack and all these famous DJs. And then he's like, and then Lewis Hamilton. And I'm like, that's interesting. Cause like to me, if I met Lewis Hamilton, I'd be like, what's up, race car guy? Like, I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
You know
I'm like, who's Lewis Hamilton?
Right. Exactly. But like Afrojack and David Guetta, I'd be like, oh my God, this is kind of crazy. So his perspective, because he is a DJ. So it is interesting to see that perspective.
Right.
But then he was originally trading with the SMB guys, like with Lance and some of these other guys. They would literally short Ross Cameron, that penny stock guy, the stocks that he would buy and tell all his followers to buy. They would find out and go short them. So that was like how he started making money originally. So he tells me that story. That one was interesting. And then he transitioned into futures. So that's what he's been doing now, scalping NQ. And he trades with Apex, Top Step, Tradeify, and a couple other ones, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And then on Saturday, everybody, we're going to do a giveaway for that too. So if you're there on the premiere, we'll do a giveaway for that. 8 o'clock every Saturday. I'd slap Lewis Hamilton in the cheek and say, you silly bastard. All right, Lance, getting aggressive in the chat. Knocked out this basket of 25 plus $75. Nice. Yeah, Randy, getting dark.
I don't know why your ass isn't coming to LA, man.
I don't get that, bro. I got no words for that.
Get on a $50 Southwest flight or whatever. What's a cheap airline? JetBlue?
Yeah, Southwest.
Southwest?
Yeah. NQ's just rocking lower here. It's really expanding away from VWAP. YM kind of crawling its way. YM's actually under New York VWAP now, Randy. If you take a look at that.
So this level that NQ is sitting on, its previous day's value area high, it literally sat on that for the first 6 hours of the overnight session.
Really?
So I want to see like if we can pull lower. That's why I pulled my buy limit down to previous day's point of control.
It's interesting how different our book maps look with your
I have MES. I'm on MES.
It looks way different than ES. Pull up ES on your screen. See, it has orders.
Yeah,
above
everything's above. Crazy.
It's literally the opposite.
Interesting.
We're in the upside down.
Yeah.
I don't look at Bookmap. It gets way too confusing for me.
Yeah,
so
but
I saw like if you look all the order, look how dark it is above as we start to pull lower. And then all these orders were like the way I'm looking at MES Bookmap, that it's actually the exact opposite of what you're seeing on ES. That is trippy. I'm curious to get Scott Pulsini's take on the.
Yeah,
he just trades mini. He don't give a shit. He's probably just minis and nothing else. Like he's probably never looked at a micro.
Yeah, correct. He doesn't give a shit. Nick is down 500 across 3 accounts. Send us a markup, Nick. Tell us what trades you took. Southwest is switching to assigned seating. Ruined them. Yeah, so in Southwest, you would get in line based on when I think you checked in for the flight, and then that's how you would get your seat. So people be like trying to check in right 24 hours before, so they get like A6, that's and then crazy. Yeah, it's stupid. Because then like everybody sits when you get on Southwest. If you get on like at the end, I've only been on there once going to Puerto Rico, and like it's everybody sitting in the middle in the aisle. So if you're in the group of people that is in the back, you're just getting a middle seat somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep. But see me, I don't really care. Like I'd sit in the middle as long as I can get near the front.
We just booked our LA flights, and I'm going to make Randy sit in the middle.
Oh, lovely.
Well, I asked her, I'm like, we'll put Christine in the middle because it's like the smallest person in the middle. And she's like, no, I think Andrew's smaller than me. I was like, what? I just want.
They're smaller than mine, that's for sure.
I had to convince them to do premium economy because I just wanted the extra 4 inches of leg space. Like I'm 6'4". It sucks.
When you're a big guy like Randy, for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible.
That was my reasoning when I told my husband that I had to buy premium economy because
Randy's too tall.
Randy couldn't fit in regular coach.
It was $80 more for premium economy both ways. Like I'll drink $80 worth of drinks, let alone the 4 inches extra legroom.
Oh man. How do you get this is going to be a technically stupid question, but how do you see the chat on ASFX TV?
Oh,
Do
I have
I
it
have to
open.
pull it
I have
up?
it open on one of my 50 monitors.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. So we think this
You
long
still
is
in your
going to work
trade,
out?
Christine? Or you closed your trade, right?
No, I got stopped out and I have not entered another trade yet.
I'm not loving this.
I
And
would.
I've really been thinking about this one trade thing. I think I'm gonna have separate buckets of accounts, and I'm gonna take one trade in each bucket.
Okay, that makes sense.
So then I'm not limiting myself to just one trade.
Yeah, but you're just
I can
spreading
move
the risk out.
Yeah, I'm spreading the risk out.
I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yes, is showing nothing on Bookmap below, just above at 83.
Yep. I'm still in this second long. I put a 10-point stop on it. I haven't moved it. I'm not going to move it either.
We got to get you a shirt like Mr. Drawdown or something.
I know, bro. But I've been you know what? It's only when I'm fighting the VWAP do I take the extra drawdown. Surprise.
You handle it well.
Like if you look, wait, let's just go through this, Christine. Ready? Watch this. This is funny, everybody. Let's just take a gander, take a walk down my trading. Let's look at Friday.
Yes.
Wow. Look at that easy win. Are we with the VWAP? Yes. Right? Because we're buying above New York VWAP. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Easy win. Easy money. Let's take a look. How about this one? I handled the drawdown well on this one, but I was, again, on the right side of the VWAP. So those usually are the nicer wins where you don't have to take the drawdown. Like, look at this one. With the VWAP, easy. And then yesterday, with the VWAP, nice and easy. No pain. But then you look at the trade I'm in right now, you're fighting the VWAP, pain. Pain.
Yeah, but you got in at the VWAP earlier and you still had drawdown.
Yep. Here.
So it's going to happen either way.
Yeah, I mean, it is an interesting flip today if you look at it. Buyers really look strong this morning, and now it looks much different. So we'll see. But Bookmap for me, Randy, still says 6,500 wants to be touched. It's heavy up there.
Yeah.
So moving back towards my entry now. Double down. Just kidding. Come on. We don't want to get too crazy. Evan will fucking call me and be like, bro, you're going rogue on the chat. We want to help people not make this isn't gambling YouTube streams. I go, I know.
Yeah, if we come back into the opening range low, I'll probably cut this.
I mean, it has some room. So did you buy the first break of opening range low?
No. I got in on that
big boner candle off opening range.
Yeah, the boner candle off the opening range. We kind of held it to the bottom of it, and then we got in, but I wanted to get in. This is, again, what I'm saying. Like, if I would have probably moved my stop into some sort of profit because I would have been up 5 points on the trade. There's something to work on.
I have totally switched over to the 2-minute chart. So for me, it's basically like just the first break.
I have the 2-minute open on my other screen.
Literally nothing coming through on the news here.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, on the 2-minute, it looks like I got in on the first break of the opening range low.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Just to make you guys happy? Is that what you want to hear? Okay, I got in on the first break of the opening range low. Fuck, I don't give a shit.
Christine, it does make Christine happy, not me, though. Christine's like, I told you so. We're sitting over there like a cat wagging her tail. Dude, yesterday, my wife looks up at the top of the stairs and just sees the cat take a piss right on the fucking wall. Like, watched her spray right on the wall. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Why?
There was a litter box there, and then Riley moved it.
Oh my
Don't ask
gosh.
me.
How many cats do you have?
2.
Cats.
Oh, look who it is. Grandmaster.
Grandmaster
What's up, buddy?
Oh, thanks, Sadaf. I was just about to do that. I appreciate it. There you go, Mike.
That person set off it's me. It's my other account that I was using to show everyone the discount code, just so everybody knows it's me.
On a side note, I need some help. I need a wallet. This thing is
same, dude.
this thing has kicked it in, but I need something with the money clip.
Dude,
And do
like
I get
all of ours broke at the same time? My screws are coming out of mine too. I need a new one too.
Do you like the one with that, like you can just put the cards in, but has a money clip on it too?
Yeah, I don't carry that much cash.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't either anymore as much as I used
Randy,
to.
we left those days behind, brother. We want to leave. Yeah. We don't need the cash on hand anymore.
So I'm in the
market. What are you doing, Randy? Are you bailing on this or are you holding this? What are you doing?
I'm holding it. Why am I bailing?
Well, because you were just shaky on it a second ago. I was taking a leak and I heard you say, I don't know, like
I said if we come back into the opening range low, I'll think about cutting the trade. But
okay.
We could easily come back up and reject this daily VWAP and make a move right back down.
Let's do a P&L check for the chat here. We haven't done that yet today. Come on, everybody. Throw it in. Tell me where you're at. Pascal says, buy a wallet from Luca Faloni. He's the best Italian wallet quality. Thanks, Pascal.
There you go. Thank you. I'll look it up.
Yeah, so I was talking to Clay yesterday about Lance in our chat. He says Lance is like a real mountain man living out in the woods in Washington or something. He's like connected to us via Starlink. He's like got a militia going up there, something like that. So we got to watch out for El Murda in the chat. All right, chat. Down 25, down 73, down 100, 218, 190, flat. Okay. Chasing longs, minus 98, up 1,100 there, minus 45. Good. So it looks like small red for everybody here. Some green here. Good. Randy, where are you at?
I'm green $18 on the day so far. So
okay.
It's the only trade I took.
Christine, how much did you lose on that long?
$219.
All right, nice. I'm down 268 on that long.
Nice.
And you passed it, and you passed
yeah.
You passed it 3 days ago, bro. I've just been trading one micro for 2 days, so that I don't really feel like anything. That doesn't matter.
Oh, it counts.
Green 500 still look at flag. Nice. All right, good. So we have a lot of people tuning in on YouTube. So let me just remind you guys, the first month free is still running. If you are not a current member, this is only for new members. When you come to asfx.tv, it's our website, www.asfx.tv. You'll see the streams here at the top, and then you'll see the courses. The free month discount code gives you access to all of it. So you get access to the streams and the courses. We want you to watch everything. When you go to sign up, it'll literally just look like this. You hit subscribe to watch, click on the monthly, and then put the coupon code in right here where it says coupon code. Add that, and you're going to see three-day free trial and then $0 for the first month after the trial. So we're giving you a whole month to come hang out. You'll see the $97 a month is extremely underpriced for the amount of winning trades that we call for you guys. So take advantage. I don't know when I'm ending the promo. Someone asked in the chat, when am I ending it? I don't know. Don't ask me those questions, all right? $200 down, nice. P&L 436, copy trade 350K, top ones, nice. Okay, good. Jocelyn's up 11K, nice. Small 11K.
Yeah, small. Oh.
But did you see how much he won on his trade? He won $75 on a short on MNQ.
Yeah, Randy, you just buy all the accounts, bro. Stop bitching about it. Just buy them. God damn it. I'll give you one of my credit cards if you need more credit limit. And then
I'll know how much I have to sit there and you know me. I'll be like, should I? I got to think about it. Give me another. A year goes by. I need another 6 months to think about it.
No, just do it.
Another 6 months.
So Futuristic Jade Trader said, where do I put the promo code in? Right here. When you go to join, that's why I showed you guys. It says enter promo code right here. Boom. That's where you put that first code in. Okay. Let me run. No, I'll save it for the end. I got something for everybody. That all the NFL fans, stick around. I got something for you at the end.
Oh God, I better get out of here then.
Christine, be quiet. Martin said ETA on Zarb's tutorial. We had another chapter delivered this morning or yesterday. So he's like 2 chapters away from finishing it. Then I'm going to go through it and make some edits, and then we'll get the graphics put together, and then we'll be rocking and rolling. So I would say I got a lot of timelines I'm working. I got to finish my basement. I got to do, I want to do another course myself. I would say my course probably won't come out until the turn of the year. Zach's course will come out, let's say, end of October. And then if I deliver it by the end of September, y'all will love me. Okay. So I would say end of October, Halloween at the latest for Zach's course.
That'll be a good one.
Comes on stream today, get on his ass. Be like, get the motherfucking courses done before your kid's born. Because once your kid's born, you know you ain't doing it. Not in them first couple of weeks.
No. Well, this is slow.
Yeah, I mean, it was moving a little bit there, trying to take these orders at 85. Still 6,500 above. Looking interesting. Looking interesting. Are you either of you peaked for a long again here?
I'm in a short. How can I be? I can. Should I go long in my other TPT account?
I'm surprised you're still short.
YOLO it? Why wouldn't I be? There's no. What do you say? No new information. Where's Evan? Let's get Evan on the phone. Where is Evan? He's still at the bachelor party?
Yeah, dude. He's still at the bachelor party. Someone in the chat saying, what's the code? The code is first. If you're looking for that first month free, come hang out. Chad, if you're going to join, make sure you watch Futures 1.1 and 2.0. Don't come to stream until you finish those. I got to be clear on that. That will really help you guys take the most out of the streams possible for sure. Yeah, this is him, Christine. This is Flow Zone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's his, what was his DJ name? DJ Flow Zone?
No, I told you, Tough Love.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I wasn't listening. Come on, I wasn't listening. I must have been doing something. Look. Oh, dude, he looks tough.
He looks tough.
The other guy looks, so that's tough. That's love. The other guy?
Yeah. Bro, I'm going to punch you in the face, Ray. Yo, you're funny, dude. That was good. I hope everybody got a laugh out of that.
Okay, let's go. Tip over now, ES.
Yeah,
tip over for Randy.
Winner.
Yep, you might be getting me here, Randy. Let's see.
Is this the boner candle you're looking for?
Boner candles usually have a ton of follow through. They're not just like like this.
Oh, sorry,
bam.
I'm not as familiar with boner candles as you are.
You set yourself up for that one, Randy.
I'm okay with it.
That
Somebody
sound
made Lance made a meme about me.
Going in your direction. Like, where is that going, bro?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my long might be cooked. Close. I'll be down like 500 if I get stopped on this. So still not bad.
No.
I don't know if I can.
So I have been using the 2 minute to trail my stop, and I find that's
how Brian does it. On every trade Brian takes, like how you're in this trade, zoom in on those candles. You see how you broke for a new low? He would trail his stop to the open price of this 2 minute candle and doesn't care if he gets stopped to break even or whatever. Like that's
like right here.
Yeah, once the candle breaks structure, like how that broke that previous pin low, he starts trailing right away. And then he gets tapped on all his trades and he pieces out.
I see. So he would be here.
Yep. And then if this candle breaks for a new low, then he would move to the low of that pin.
So the way I do it is now as this new 2 minute opens, yeah. So I'll if this flushes, I'll go sit to the bottom of there and I'll leave it on.
See, what's tough for me about this is like you see those orders that you're targeting below down to 70. If you trail too tight, then you don't get to see those filled, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Where's your stop, Austin?
73.
Okay.
We just need YM to take its overnight VWAP. You have full confluence below all three VWAPs. See, that's where I debate when I like. So for the like $2 in profit, do I put that back up there? And just risk that on the trade now? Or do you take small profit?
Don't understand. I really don't know, bro. We're live in front of 500, 600, 700 people. I'm going to say I don't know what to do because Bookmap is telling you to go down and mine's telling me to go up. So
no, look at your Bookmap now.
My Bookmap, yeah, it's still telling me 6,500 above.
Look at that 6470. Ooh, that looks tasty.
Only 164 contracts.
I know.
Yeah. You're not even zoomed
Yeah,
out.
but you're gonna find like, I just don't see like, what is 73 for support?
I don't know.
You just like
That's
that
right.
round number of 73?
Yeah.
74 is yesterday's high of day, if that matters to anybody.
Thanks for ruining the party, Christine. Price is going to turn around right here now, go straight up, and I'm going to get stopped out.
This is I'm in my heart, I'm always thinking, well, it's got to go up. It's still like, it can't go any lower. It's got to go up now. So I'm the worst. I can't short it for the life of me. So this is why I don't short anymore.
Let's see, Randy.
But I could see it going both ways, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, under VWAP, and now we're under previous day or overnight VWAP, excuse me. So sellers are definitely in control, not a question.
See, on the 1 minute, I like it more because it's like actually making the structure looks better, but on the 2 minute, not so much. But I guess it's the same thing, actually. This is where I'm such a noob.
You got 300 contracts down there at 70. I'm getting more down there too, Randy.
Yeah, I got 298.
Go look at ES right now. They just came on a second ago. It looks weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But look at how this is like, look at the way the levels come on too.
Yep.
So it's like, as it starts making lows, orders come. And I forgot what Scott was saying when they come on like this. Like when you see them come on levels below, maybe that was Bruce. I saw it. Someone said something. Where's my follow through?
Oh. You might use them as support. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very strange looking orders. Like they're clearly, an algo has come on and put some of those on. You can see it on the COB. So let's see. If I was short from New York VWAP, guys, if a lot of you had shorts higher, you should hopefully be taking profit here, right? Like that's where all the green in the chat is coming from. Gabe says, Randy, you think too much. Gabe, elaborate.
Oh my God, I thought that was Nick because that's all Nick ever fucking says. I think too much.
Well, you do.
I do.
But it's good.
But it's good. Look at me thinking about the accounts in my wallet and overthinking buying a wallet, for crying out loud. Just go buy a fucking wallet.
Just buy a wallet, bro. And then when it sucks, buy another one. Bang. YM fucking the longs, Murray said. Yeah, because now you got YM back to its overnight VWAP too. Almost back to its open price this morning. We are close, within 100 points of its open price. And now, now they all look like they're aligning together. It really started, it looks like at like 955 on NQ. When NQ had that big bar that moved everything down, that was the start of everything starting to shift. And then YM took 20 minutes or so and it followed. I'm still in this thing. I'm going to try to manage it as best I can and try to make it a small loss. Save some ammunition for another trade. Randy, you're up nicely on that.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take some, bring my stop down at this candle close down here somewhere and just take some profits on this trade. I don't like the way this is slowing down either again. It could tip over in my favor, but do I need to really wait for that and then be on the wrong side of the trade?
Secretary Besnett floating rolling out export tax to more industries. U.S. Treasury Secretary Besnett has raised the possibility of the White House expanding the unprecedented revenue sharing agreement it reached with chip makers NVIDIA and AMD to other industries. What's your read now, Christine? Anything?
I have nothing.
Is this slowing for you enough to look for a reversal yet or no?
No, because it's not at any level. Like even I can't get in at just a slowing price. I would have to get in it's slowing at a certain level. So if it was at yesterday's high of day, which is 74 on my chart, and it was slowing around there and then momentum off of there, sure. Or if it broke back into the range, because I like that trade. But other than that, I'm just sitting out.
So this is that level I was talking about, Austin. Previous day's value are high on NQ. It held this for, a large chunk of the overnight session.
Yeah.
And I want to see us really break this down. It's trying to, but again, we're just seeming to find support here. So I think this is kind of what's holding us up right now. We get a break below that. And then, I think, my trade would be looking better. But oh shit, what did I do here?
Is anyone else in a trade right now? Is anyone with Randy on this or with me? Now 70 starting to look more and more like support with these orders sitting there.
Well, do, Lance. Enjoy your day, buddy. Thanks for reminding me, actually.
Yeah. Send him that dick pic, bro. He's waiting for it.
I got him working on something big for me, so you guys will hear about it.
That's what you guys talking about with the dick pic. Something big for me, eh?
How's your trade doing, Austin? How's your trade doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm all right. I'm only down 180. Someone said, why do you trade ES instead of NQ like other content creators? Because I ain't like these other boys, bro. No, because I just like ES better. I posted about this on Instagram the other day. I know how to trade it better. I know the price is better. It's easier to follow one asset. And I'm not a content creator. I'm a trader first. So I don't do just because other people trade NQ and YOLO accounts. It's just not what I do. Murray said he's long. It's James' birthday, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Happy birthday, Bruce. Carlos is long. Guys, why are you following me when I'm fading the VWAP? I tell you not to follow me. Just fade me whenever I want to fight the VWAP because now we're just sitting in drawdown. Life. This could definitely just shoot down to those 70s, and you wouldn't be surprised, right, Randy?
That's what I'm looking at. That's my thesis right now.
So, Randy, you have like just black above. What does that mean to you on Bookmap?
It means if it goes there, it's going to go fast.
So, okay.
Because there's no orders.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll move.
Like yeah, go ahead, Austin.
There's not business to be done there. Those orders are one-sided sometimes, or they'll move quicker through those levels.
Well, if there's no one there, if there's no sellers there to stop it, like an institution coming in and running this thing up, it's just gonna. That's how you get big moves up when there's like, and same on the. I've seen days where there's no orders below and price just slid. Like there was nothing to support price from just keep going lower. Like the sellers were just not slowing down.
Yep.
And then you'll see if the buyers do step in here, orders will start to come on. And that will even just drive the buying more as it pulls it up to those orders as the sellers try to start to defend their positions.
Bro, did you see Rebecca's message in the chat? She's like, I woke up into a long position on my account that I have no recollection of entering. And it messed up the consistency rule.
Oh, at least it's a winner. Who cares?
Yeah.
I was talking to her yesterday and she had one of those days where she was 700 away from a payout and took a loss for 400 and thought she'd cut that loss in half and took a loss for 900. And all of a sudden the payout's not within reach for a bit again. So,
Yep. Definitely slowing down here. I mean, this is the price we were at 10:30. We're now 30 minutes later, haven't moved much. So let's see. Those orders at 70 do look appetizing if you are short still. I have my stop at 73. So if it goes to 70, I'm getting out. Because then what do you think? Look at Delta negative 8,800. Right? Jesus Christ. That's super bearish.
This is one of those trades I kind of want to walk away from.
Yeah.
And just let it do its thing. Like either I'm going to get...
On your perspective. Not for my long. Okay, so yeah, like now we're live on all these social platforms today, so I'm not going to put my take profit password up. I don't trust everybody on Twitter as much as I trust everybody on ASFX TV, but I have everything else checked here in my dashboard. Once I have the 5 trading days, what happens? Do I get
You got to wait till 10 p.m. tonight.
What?
Yeah, that's when they update the system.
Stupid.
Or sorry, it'll be 10 p.m. for you, 7 p.m. for me.
Stupid. And then what? Can I get another account? Is that the way this works?
And then you're going to have to, did you do the tax documents already?
Yeah.
No, you're going to have to just make sure there's a credit in the account. It'll say like, it'll show you like, there'll be a button you click on beside the account. And then it'll show you like the price of the account, $130 to activate it. Then below it should say credits. And then it's
so I got to pay money to activate this thing?
No. They're going to give you a credit.
Okay. Okay.
You did the promo with no activation fee, right?
Yeah.
It's stupid. They like, I don't understand why they even you have to go through that damn hoop. Because it's like, if you don't have the credit in your account and you're thinking about it, some people probably just pay because they want their fucking funded account. Like, they're just so like degens. Like, I can't wait. I need my funded account now. Like, I had to wait 2 days to get my credits.
So you only pay $100 for the account, and you get the free activation of the funded account.
Yeah. Where normally on most evals you're paying. Tradeify has a product where you pay, I think it's like $150 or something, or $100, and you don't pay an activation fee. If not, you can pay like $50 and then you pay an activation fee.
Right.
And you pass it.
All right. 11 o'clock here. Let's see what's shaking. Nothing.
Nothing.
No fee 40 is the discount for TPT. There you go. Jocelyn said it.
No fee 40.
I posted a reel talking about Nick Jocelyn and they spelled his name wrong and I let it go. I didn't change it just to keep his identity more, safe. Isn't that nice? Looking out for you, Nick.
I mean, it's not like they could find him.
I mean, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
What company is that with a $100 account? That's TPT, right, Randy?
Yeah.
They're still $100.
Take Profit Trader.
Yeah, Take Profit Trader. Do you have a discount code for them, or am I the only one?
You're the only one, I think.
Oh, ASFX discount code. Why don't you have one, Randy?
You want to know?
Yeah, that's why I
applied for it. I applied for it. They said no.
No, bro, you should.
That's something to do with the color of my skin, I think.
It's because you're Indian, bro. You should put the discrimination card for sure.
Well, I think I'm just going to reapply and change my last name to Silver.
Fuck you, bro. You can't just mooch off my name like that, okay? What's up, Zach?
Hi, Zach.
What's up, guys? What's up, Christine?
How's it going?
What's happening, brother?
Good. What's up? Nice to see you on here, Christine.
Yeah, it's my first time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You've been on once or twice.
No, Austin forgot about me all these years.
Oh, shut up.
Left me out.
Oh my God. Here we go. Yeah, Zach, when's our guest coming on? How long do we have?
So I'm going to send her the link in like 15. She's probably going to hop on at like 11:20 or so. She was,
Cool.
she doesn't stream much. She's done interviews, but she's like, I don't know if I want to commit to anything. I can get nervous. So I was just like, whenever you want to come on.
Yeah. Keep it casual. You do a good job with that. You ask good questions.
Yeah. She's a great trader too. I mean, a ton of verified payouts. Like, she's legit. So I'm excited to talk to her.
Yo, shout out.
I think I'm going to take a break even on this one, guys. Sorry to cut you guys off there.
No, go ahead, Randy. Do it, bro.
Look at YM. YM found a nice bottom on its overnight VWAP.
Yep.
Kind of got me thinking, and then go ahead.
I was gonna say, no, you finish first. Do something with your trade.
I don't know what I want to do.
Oh God, what do you want to do? Oh God. Chat, peer pressure him. Close it. Take profit. Close it. Close it.
There you go. Okay, you happy?
Yeah.
I close it for $45.
Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Good job. Zach, congrats on the payouts, bro. 23K in 30 days. I think this is calls for a celebration.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely my best month so far in my trading career. So super excited to like break that ceiling finally.
Dude, you're entering your dad era, man. I'm telling you.
That dad brain.
Yo, for real. Me and Sarah were talking about that. We're like, I don't think that's a coincidence. I think there's something to that.
Well, you got to tell Sarah she's going to get baby brain and you're going to get dad brain. You're only going to get smarter and she's going to forget everything.
This was our exact conversation the other day. The exact conversation.
Are you moving to the suburbs or are you staying in the city? What's the convo there? Any changes there?
We're staying in the city, man. For now. Right. For now. We're actually that's why I was possibly going to be late because I need to get like some documents signed because we might be moving into a new spot at the end of the month. So we'll see.
Nice. Cool. Love it. Well, Christine and Randy, we can we'll pass the stick to Zach. Christine, thanks for hanging out. You did great.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Randy, Christine, I'm gonna let you go. Everybody, W's in the chat for Christine. Randy.
Great day, guys. Cheers.
Yeah, bro. Great job on the trade. Great exit, dude. Yeah, 100%. Good job.
Later, guys.
Let me take that. Yeah, Zarb. So I had 2 longs today. I actually passed a TPT account because I had 5 trading days. So I got that done. And now I'm sitting in a second long here. Tried to buy it off overnight VWAP. opening range low. What's your bias going into this? Do you think we go lower?
Dude, it's tough, man. I actually haven't taken a single trade yet because we're in just such a weird spot, right? We were super bullish overnight. We made new all-time highs, and then market opens and we just sell off. I've seen 2 scenarios like that, where we sell off at the open and then just immediately retrace it and erase that sell-off. Very common when we're at all-time highs. But, you're always at that possibility that we could just really sell off and get a real pullback now on a higher time frame, which I'm not sure which way we go. So I'm using the previous day's point of control as a line in the sand. On NQ, we have that at 23,918. Looks like we're about to tap it. So we'll see, man. But there's not much below us, at least from like a price action perspective, to like hold us up. So I'd much rather us get some lift off and I could find a long. But yeah, bit of a weird spot today.
While you pull up your screen, I'll tell you, this morning I shared a stat, and it was like when the indices have been this overweight in just a few stocks before, we usually have this like expansion up followed by like the next 2 months down. So that could be something we're dealing with now. We're in this like melt up phase of the overweight of the index. And then we eventually will get that correction a little bit, right? Like we kind of had one 2 weeks ago, Thursday, Friday, it dropped 3%, but something like that where it takes a breath and then rebalances the index a little bit. So
yeah, no, I mean, it's natural, right? Like, and in those 2 months, people are going to get ultra bearish and start calling the ultimate top, and then we'll eventually erase the move. But you do need to pull back. Like, you need to pull back when you've been ripping like this.
Exactly. Yeah. And everybody was asking about the course. I told them that we'll have it out by Halloween, but if we get it out by the end of September, then they'll love us even more. You think we can commit to that?
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
Okay. There, you heard it here, folks.
Sorry. You heard it. And I heard you actually. Like, we got to get it done before this baby comes out, because
you're already doing it. You already did half of it, more than half of it. Like, you're already almost there. And then once you pass it off to me, you got nothing left to do. It's all on me. Yeah.
3 chapters. That's it.
Good. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you, and I'll be listening in for the guest. I'm excited to see what she's got to share. Chat, I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. I'll remind you guys, Zach, I know you know already, but for the first month, doing a little promo here, first month free for ASFX TV. So we can remind everybody, because we're live on YouTube and X today. If you're not a current member, first month free, use the discount code FIRST. Whole month. Come hang out. Zach's course might even be out within the month, so you can get 3 courses with that discount. It's a great opportunity to join us. Zach, they want you on at the open too. Can we ever get you on at Market Open?
Yeah, we could definitely talk about that for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll make some work. Thanks for pressuring us,
Absolutely.
Michael. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Zach.
All right, brother. Talk to you later. All right. What's going on, fam? Yeah. I mean, we are selling off here at the open. So I'm going to have a guest coming on in about 10, 15 minutes in the hall. I've talked about it throughout the week, so I'm sure you guys are ready for it, but that's going to be dope. Super exciting. I know she trades futures now, but I think she still is also trading like some Forex prop firms as well. I think I saw she posted a payout from funding pips. So it'll be interesting to like get her perspective on shifting from the FX firms to the futures firms, how she navigated that, and honestly, which one she likes better. Most people, once they go to futures, they don't go back, but some people do, they trade both and they capitalize on both. So that'll be interesting. Until then, let's talk about some of this price action. So yeah, I haven't taken any trades yet. Let me get I'm going to trade my Top Step accounts on stream. So I got to be careful right now with these Top Step accounts because I only have a $2,100 drawdown. That's because I took the payout on the 3 XFAs. So I got to be a little careful right now while we build that buffer back up. I usually trade like 2 to 3 minis, but right now I'm going to be trading 1 mini, looking for my like 7 to 10 point scalps. So my winning trades are going to be small. Like we're going to be, if we win $100, $200 on a trade, like that's a W. So we'll see if we could find anything. I think there'll be setups. I mean, volatility is here. Let me get this chat open. How are you guys doing? Angel, Scott, what's up, guys? Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for all the kind words on the payouts. Yeah, pretty exciting for me. And let's just keep it going though. Well, I want multiple months like that, not just one. So we got to stay focused, stay locked in, and just keep it going. But yeah, thank you guys. Could I be looking for yesterday's POC? Yeah, I mean, we just hit it. So we hit yesterday's POC. I don't think there was much of an 80% setup, though. I'm pretty sure overnight we tapped it at some point. Let me double check that, actually. So this is Asia. Where did we open? We opened – I mean, this is tough. This is one of those things like we technically did not tap the level overnight. So there was technically an 80% setup that formulated and gave us that short at the open. We've now engaged it, but this is tough. Like, this is one of those things where if we didn't end up tapping it when it came within a few ticks in the overnight session, like, I wouldn't have put as much emphasis on it, but technically it was there. So yeah, 80% setup fulfilled. I have this yellow box marked out. So this is a 4-hour bullish fair value gap. It's beginning to look like we're going to travel here and mitigate this gap, fill some of this imbalance. And it'll be interesting once we get there. So where we are right now, we have like two ways we could try to play this for the bias, right? I feel pretty confidently that we're going to reach into this gap, at least towards like the upper portion. So that would be coming in on NQ at like 23,900. If we can get a pullback before that into like a lower time frame fair value gap, something, maybe we could look for a short continuation scalp just to target the top of the gap. But dude, this is why I don't like this type of action, because if you get caught on the wrong side of a short at the lows here, and then it wants to rip back up to all-time highs, like, that just sucks. So I don't know. I'd almost rather wait for a rebalance of this fair value gap and then look for longs. But I don't know. We're getting a move right now at the point of control. So we'll see. I would say line in the sand currently for the short-term bias would be this 5-minute fair value gap right here. So if NQ can get back above like 55, which is also its previous day's high, I think that could be a potential indication to flip our bias back to longs. Until then, we got to stay short, stay with a short bias, at least until we mitigate this gap. I think ES is going to be similar. We got a similar thing going on ES. So, yeah, no 80% setup on ES. Previous day's point of control was engaged in the overnight session. That could still be like line in the sand, higher time frame intraday for a bullish bias, but I don't know. ES is definitely more bullish than NQ right now. We have some relative strength and weakness between the two indexes. But if you see, we technically have an SMT here, which could help flip our bias back to longs if NQ can start to move back to the upside. And that's a big if right now. But I mean, NQ took the Asia session lows, right? While ES is nowhere near it for the time being. So maybe we put in an SMT and you can get a long, but I don't know. I don't want to fade this. This is really strong price action right now. So yeah, we just got to be patient for now and keep our eyes out. That's kind of where I'm at. And then YM is ripping. Yo, Murray, I was just thinking about this, bro. If you were somebody like, guys, if you're somebody that it just always has the wrong bias, you know what you should do? Analyze the NQ and the ES, and then trade the YM, trade the inverse, because the YM is always doing the opposite, right? Like, look at this shit. Yeah, and YM is ripping. So if you're, for whatever reason, how would I make this make sense? If you're bullish on the indexes, instead of longing the index, like instead of longing NQ or ES, just go and long YM, because YM just likes to do the opposite. That's crazy though. This is why I don't even look at the YM, bro. It like causes too much. Like I don't even see this as a correlated asset, at least from like a price action perspective intraday. Like it does. I don't even have it on my watch list because it just kind of confuses me. Do I ever look at the volume profile of the day rather than the previous? No, personally, no. There's a ton of great traders that do use the current day's profile. Personally, I don't. I just I don't know. The way I learned using the previous day's levels. What I like about the previous day's levels is that the volume is already in there, right? The volume is set. Whereas if you're using a current day's profile, your point of control of the current day is actually going to shift around. Same with the value areas. Now, some people have strategies around that, but I like having the static levels, and I just think the previous day's profiles just help give so much context on the current day's price action that it's really all I need. But yeah, people do use it, but I do not. Why I'm looking, you get back to opening range high. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we're going to hit this fair value gap. That's for sure. So let's set an alert there, and then let's get ready to get Nahal on here. Let me set an alert here because I don't see why we don't tap this gap now around 23,900. I really think there's nothing to do until we hit that, and you could possibly get a long. Again, if you want to be aggressive, you can short into here, into this gap. But you don't know when you're going to get this pullback. Like, this would be great if we leave this gap unmitigated, but start to pull up before tapping it. That would offer a great short. But I got a feeling we're about to just slam down into this gap. Okay, let me get this link up for Nahal. So are you guys green or red for the chat? Who's having a good day? You green or red? Let me know. I want to get an idea of what people think. Like, do you think we are going to end up recovering this down move today? Are we going back up to the highs today? Or at least do you think we could maybe get back up towards like 50% of the range? Maybe back up towards like 983? Or do you think we're having a full-blown sell-off day? Let me know. Okay, link. Here we go. Okay, so we just mitigated that 4-hour gap. But this is good. This is happening at the right time. Now, the problem with these higher time frame fair value gaps is it's kind of tough to determine when you're going to get if we're going to bounce from here, like where it is. So I like to pull a 50% retracement. So I just mark out where the midpoint of that fair value gap is, and I'll watch. We don't have to come all the way down there, but it's definitely possible. So I want to be aware of that. But if we're really going to be bullish, and if ES wants to like keep that SMT in place where we don't take Asia low, we should rip soon. But I just got a feeling it ain't going to happen. Okay, we got Nahal. Let me get her in here. Yo,
what's up?
What's up? How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Have you been doing any trading? You watching the charts?
Yeah, I'm done actually for the day. I took a buy on YM at 9:45 and we're done. After this, I'm wrapping it up.
Nice. We were just talking about YM on here, how it's like lately it's just always doing the opposite of the other indexes.
It really is. And about a month, I think it started like a month and a half ago, and it was really confusing. I was like, okay, NQ's going down. Am I supposed to like fall for this trap, or are you really doing the opposite? So just I learned to not look at other like NQ, ES while trading YM because they try to get you.
No, it's so true. It's literally what I just said. I was like, if you trade NQ, you could totally analyze ES and try and dictate like the relative strength and weakness between those two assets. But when it comes to the YM, it's just its own thing. I think like if you're trying to analyze the YM to help you take a trade on the ES or something, you're gonna have a tough time.
Really tough time, but maybe like a few years ago, you were kind of able to take the same setup on ES and YM. Also, these like words or symbol words are really different for me because I usually just say US 30 and S&P. So if you guys see me saying YSYM, it's because I don't use this in my day to day. I still use like my old Forex/CFD names.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. So let's actually talk about that real quick. Just like a quick intro. I mean, I first learned about you on the Words of Wisdom. No, not Words of Wisdom, actually. It was the Funded Trader podcast you did.
Yeah, that's
OG. Yeah, back in the day. And you were trading YM or the Dow. What do we call it? US 30.
We used to call it US 30, yep.
You were trading it back then. So you have been trading the same asset for years now.
I have. So I've been trading the YM since 2021. Every day. So when I first started, I traded GJ. And I didn't do so hot. I just don't think GJ is a good pair when you're like starting in trading. It's just so volatile. I traded it during Brexit. It wasn't it. It just was not it. I switched to S30 ever since then or like YM. Ever since then I've been trading YM. And then in 2024 is when I added GC. And then those are kind of like my two main assets. I do play around sometimes with NQ if like a YM is ranging for a month or so, but I wouldn't say it's my main thing at all.
Yeah, so you definitely specialize. I always recommend people specializing in like one or two things, at least when it comes to like prop firm trading. I think that makes the most sense. But so how long have you been trading actually?
Since October 2018, but of course I haven't been making money since then. I was losing for like 3 years straight.
Sure.
Tough time. Yeah.
Yeah, and did you get so I know you started with CFD props, but so are you still trading CFD prop firms? I feel like I've seen you trading some futures accounts, like some Top Step accounts.
I do both.
You do both.
So I do both at the same time. Because here's the thing, the switch over for me wasn't hard. You're really trading the exact same thing. You just have to learn the difference between minis and micros. I didn't feel the need of letting go of like CFD prop firms just yet, especially if we just have like one or two good in the space. Why not capitalize on both?
For sure.
You know? And it's literally the exact same thing. I just played around with like micros and minis for a couple of days. I'm like, oh, okay, one mini here is $5. One mini there is like $10. Got it. But kept the exact same things. And other thing, I did have to adjust a little bit for futures prop firms. I'm already a scalper, but I had to adjust my scalping to be a little bit more. Like, for example, I call myself a scalper, but if I'm trading CFDs, I'm always going for like a 1 to 2. I don't mind having a 30-point stop loss for like 60 or 90. I don't do that for futures. I'm a 1-to-1, cut it, and I'm done. It's works best that way.
Yeah, that's so real. I mean, it's funny. Like, I feel like when people say they're scalpers and they trade FX, they're like trading on a 15 and a 5-minute time frame so often, because it's just like a different environment where a scalper in futures, I mean, ideally most of the time they're trading like the 1 minute, maybe the 5 minute, but they're in and out. And then there's people trading the 15-second chart on futures, which is just like the FX space. And even if you're trading like US indexes or gold or something on a Forex prop firm, with the CFDs, there's just a different execution style to it. Like with futures, you have a bit more of that real-time execution, less spread, slippage. Everyone knows these things. You really need to be more like focused on looking for a bigger expansive move when you're trading a CFD, because you can't really capitalize off of 10-point moves.
No, the slippage alone is going to eat half of that. Like you can easily, that's up until today, get slipped a good 5-point on GCR or YM. So if you're really going for 10, is it worth it? Plus you still have the commission. You still have like when you're closing, it's not going to close at the price you want. So I wouldn't scalp like the 1 minute chart or the 15-second chart on CFDs at all. It's just, you're going to have a really tough time.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much impossible to actually make it work.
Yeah.
But, so what do you prefer then? Do you prefer futures firms, FX firms? Does it just not matter to you?
I prefer futures. I like everything you mentioned, basically the real-time execution. I never have to worry about slippage. I never have to worry about, oh, it's not filling my entry at the price I want. I mean, sure, slippage happens, but what it is like a 0.2 max when you're trading super volatile times. It's not a big deal. And the other thing is like the execution. If you're really entering, like they always give you the price you're entering at. Rules are fairly simple. No, I prefer futures a lot more. Scalability is a huge thing. I was like, wow, I've been missing out on this.
No, for real. It really is. I mean, a lot of people had like complaints about the trailing drawdown. You do arguably, you get way less drawdown in a futures firm. Like with these FX firms, you get these 200K accounts, $20,000 of static drawdown. But the difference there is you're getting a lot less leverage. I think I did the math once. Like because I was trading CFDs a little bit last year still when I had already moved to futures. And I actually compared like with a 50K account with my funded FX, or I think I was able to trade one lot, which equated to about 5 micros. That was like my max position size on the NASDAQ, where, a 50K account with Top Step or whatever, any futures firm, you're getting up to 5 minis for 50 micros. Yeah. So, the leverage is very different. And then a lot of those CFD firms stopped allowing copy trading and,
and the risk limit too. That's another thing. I'm not sure it's worth it to focus on CFD. I mean, no shame to CFD prop firms thinks they serve their time for sure.
Yeah.
But it's they cap your risk, and like I get it. You don't want people to be full porting the accounts, but it's just hard. Sometimes it depends on the setup. You want to add a little bit more risk because you do believe in the setup and it has potential. So it's really limiting. Whereas with futures, you get that freedom a little bit. They don't limit you. Like, sure, you have consistency rules or anything, which I would argue that consistency rules are actually not bad because they keep you in check. Yeah, they keep you in check. Me personally, because sometimes, like, I mean, we're all like everyone else. We still make sometimes stupid mistakes. If you leave me and it's a week where it's ranging or 2 weeks where it's ranging, I might take stupid entries just for the heck of it. But then I have like things keeping me in check. So yeah.
Nah, totally agree with that. Totally agree. So actually there's a couple of questions here in the chat for you. First off, Von Nugan says that you are his favorite trader or their favorite trader.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But someone just asked some tips to passing an evaluation. You got any tips?
On what? On CFDs or on futures?
Let's say futures. I'd imagine probably futures.
Okay. So for futures, because you start with a smaller drawdown, I would say let me take that back. If you're trading something like Top Step where the drawdown trails end of day, I try as much as I can to make the first half within the first day, and I'll explain why. Because when you make the first half with the first day, you technically, let's say you take the first trades, you make $1,000. And I'm talking about 150K accounts because I don't play with the 50K accounts at all. They're just not enough for me.
Same. We could have a whole conversation about that too.
Yeah, we can. So you have $5,500 worth of drawdown at that point to play with. I'm not saying you're going to risk the $5,500 to get the rest of the $3,500, but that's a little bit more leeway. And that gives you the option, for example, if you take a loss or two, you'll be like, okay, well, I'm back to where I started. I try as much as I can, I'll be very honest, to make the first 4,500 within a day. Not one trade. I could say be like 3 to 4 to 5 trades. And then take the other one trade at a time. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, boom. A 1-to-1. I'm not going for anything more than a 1-to-1. It's really hard to lose challenges doing it that way. Because like I said, and then, on day one, this is what I do. So I started the first trade, a 1-to-1, 1,000 for 1,000. Let's say I won that trade. Okay, I'm using that exact same one to make another 1,000. And then I'm using all the profits that I made that day, so like the 2,000, to make the rest of the $2,500,
Yes.
if that makes sense. So worst case scenario, if I lose it, for example, okay, I'm just back to break even that day. It's fine. I still got another shot and another shot.
Yeah. No, that was very well said. I do the same thing pretty much. I try to build a buffer at the start of the day, and then I try to use that as like some extra static drawdown, to get that over the line. And I'm also someone who tries to pass in 2 days. I always tell people, though, if there's somebody that is still first learning in general, like they've never taken payouts, they're trying to learn how to trade, I actually say, you know what, don't rush the challenge. Use it for its intended purpose, which is to help you learn how to trade in a simulated environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's if you have experience. If you don't, I
Yes.
would say use 10% of your drawdown. I understand it's going to take longer, but it's better than you tilting and then you're spending a lot more money. Like maybe you and I are saying this is a good method because yeah, it's fast, but also yeah, we have years on the charts. We know what works and what doesn't. We know how to respond to losses. We're not going to go back in trying to revenge trade and all that. But if you're new, I would use 10% of what they give you, which at 4,500 is what, $450, and then take it slowly. You don't need to pass in 1 day, really, or 2 days.
Yep. No, totally agree. Totally agree. I do want to talk about the 50K account thing real quick, but also we should I want to bring up what's happening on the chart right now. And I'm guessing you're probably done for the day. Are you more of like a one and done type of trader?
Yeah, I'm more of a one than done, one to do and then done.
Totally feel that. And actually there's some people asking what kind of strategy, like how exactly you analyze price. So I want to get into that, but real quick, guys, just what I'm seeing on the chart right now. I trade ICT with like a mix of volume profile, Nahal. So
Yeah.
Right now we kind of marked out this 4-hour fair value gap, right? I said we're probably drawing into this gap, which we've now done so. And we got a pretty strong reaction here. And basically, I have this thing, I call it the golden rule, which is if we're trading above the previous day's point of control, 8 out of 10 times you want to just stick to a long bias in most situations. So we did just get back above our previous day's POC. And really, I'm still in the same place right now where to get really bullish, this is going to be my line in the sand. This is just a small 5-minute bearish fair value gap. You could see this nice reaction as soon as we tapped into it. It also aligns with previous day's high. Now, there were 2 ways. So I also am a scalper, and I trade for a very small amount of points these days. Like on NQ, I'm looking anywhere from like 7 to 15 points on every trade. And I've been utilizing a negative risk reward model. So like risking 3 to make 1. But my win rate has just been like right now on these XFAs. I just took a payout on these, so my balance is a bit low. I'm sizing down now, but like I've had a pretty good run on these so far. I have like a 93% win rate, which is just kind of funny. And but here's my average win loss. I mean, I'm risking 650 technically to make 170. A lot of people, you know, they'd say that's like sinning in the trading world, but it works. You know, it's all about the math on your win rate to your risk to reward. That's really it. But that's kind of how I've been doing it. And I come from a background of trading with like crazy high risk reward. I used to have a 25 to like 30% win rate max, but my average R multiple was like 4. And it works. Like the math will work in that regard too. But I've noticed, especially with futures prop firms with trailing drawdown, they really reward a smoother equity curve. You know, they just reward that kind of thing. So a smoother equity curve, fewer losses, and you build that buffer very quickly to the point that then you build a nice drawdown and you can kind of, you know, you can work with that a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say something about the whole like at 20-30% win rate, but then you make 4R a trade. It's in theory, it's great, but the real market doesn't work like that. Personally, I've never utilized the style like that. I just can't take 3 to 4 losses back to back without like changing anything. And it's really important to realize
No way. We might have lost Nahal for a second. Let's see if she pops back up. Let me send her a message. Damn, she was just making a great point too. Hold up. Let me see. Maybe if I remove her and bring her back. All right, we'll see. I'll wait for a message from her. Let's look at these charts while we wait for her to get back. She was definitely just spitting some facts though. Spitting some facts though, guys. Okay, here she is. There we go.
Okay.
Boom.
Sorry, not sure why we lost
connection. No worries. Continue.
No, I was just gonna say it's really good that you are finding success with negative RR, and I would assume anyone that might give you a hard time for it just doesn't have enough market experience, to be very honest. Because you just need to always be adapting. I mean, if you're not adapting, if you think it's like, I made it, everything's just smooth, you're always working, you're always learning, and you're always changing. So I just don't see a point in, oh, I was doing 4R back in the day and now I switch it to 1R or even negative. Like, okay, I just have so much to say about this. And this last thing, I promise I'll keep it super simple.
Bring it on.
Okay. Like entering trades, you can't just have a textbook next to you. It's like, oh, this is here. Okay. Every day is so different. Every trade is so different. Market conditions change all the time. So yeah, some days you'll be taking negative RR. Some days, you know what? Your ranges are amazing. You're going to be going for a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. You just need to keep adapting. So yeah.
No, that's very true too. Like a lot of people want a very specific system. They want to be told this is what you do every single day. You don't change it. And I don't know, the more experience I get in the markets, the more I deviate from that. And I realize a lot of it depends on market conditions, what the market is giving you. And especially for like us, we're manual discretionary intraday traders. Like we are the ones pressing the buttons. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine when people say that they trade an automated strategy, but they manually press buy and sell. It's like, it's not automated. There's no way. It doesn't matter how much back testing you've done. There is no way that you are not going to have human error when trying to put that system together. So I think a lot of the edge does come from being able to recognize like what makes sense in this market right now,
Yeah.
but this setup. So yeah, I completely agree with that. Just another quick update, guys. By the way, the volume profile that I use, someone just asked, is there's a few different ways that you can use volume profile. I use the session volume profile. So the indicator there is on TradingView. I don't use any like special profiles or any other platforms. I just use this. It marks off the current day's profile, the previous days, and if you zoom out, it just like everything. So I put it on electronic trading hours. So for example, these are the profile levels that I'm using today because I only use the previous day's levels. So the previous day's point of control right here, previous day's value area low right here, etc. And that's the indicator. And I just plot them on my chart every day, and then I can just get rid of the indicator. But that is for that question. But okay, Nahal, what kind of strategy do you use? Some people are asking.
Okay, I'll explain it because sometimes I have a hard time explaining my thought process, but I'll put it out there.
Are you at the desk right now?
I am at the desk, but I'm streaming from my phone. I might have been very stupid to not stream from my laptop.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, maybe next time. But is this the YM? It doesn't have to be. Honestly, I can just explain it. The first thing. Okay. Okay. So here's what I do. When I come to the chart every day, I'm marking my 4-hour and my 1-hour levels. I want to see, I don't take pre-market entries because I want to see what happens from all that overnight liquidity, whether we're going to continue the momentum from London and Asian session or we're going to reverse and hit lower levels. So I'm marking my 1-hour, 4-hour. I want to see some sort of like conjunction around those levels. I want to see us either tapping them, breaking them. I just want to see how the liquidity structure is going to happen around those levels. And it's honestly relatively simple. I look for a fake out and then I continue with the trend. This is all I do. So I wait for it to manipulate that exact same or like to grab the liquidity from a level, which I know different people have different terminology. I just try to keep things super simple for my low brain to understand. Yeah. And then another thing I try to stay away from as much as I can is to try to call a top or a bottom. I just don't like reverse trading. Like there's no point in doing it, and it's really, really hard. You might have success with it in 1 or 2 times, but overall, you're really, really better off trying to find an entry, trying to find a zone where we either retested or we quickly grab liquidity from that specific zone, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, this is exactly based on previous structure because you're always like referring to previous data and enter based on that. But I never look for reversals unless we have like a Trump tweet or something that would cause reversal. Yeah, by all means, like you'll see me hopping on the reversal. But other than that, I'm never actively looking to be like, oh, you know what? It hit 45K. We're reversing from here. I don't try to predict. I don't come to the day with a bias. I wait for market open to tell me where we're heading, and then we go from there.
I love that. Yeah. No, that makes. So it sounds like you do have a little bit of ICT influence, like using the terms manipulation or like looking for a sweep of a level. So, and I'm totally with you. I spent years trading reversals, and it's just a recipe to be like, I don't know, just have a broken heart every other day because
it's not worth it.
It's just not worth it. Like you can get good you can get a good risk reward on those. That's, I think, is what attracts people to it. They think like I have a very easy spot that I can place a stop loss with an invalidation, right? That's like a big thing. And they think I could use this level as resistance. But the way I've flipped it is I want to stay in line with like the hourly and 15-minute overall trend. And then if I'm getting down on the 1 minute, I could still trade reversals. I could trade the 1 minute reversal that's in line with that higher time frame trend. And I do a lot better like that, just following whatever order flow is happening on like the 15-minute and the 1 hour, and then just trying to spot that pivot point on the 1 minute using, the tools that we use.
Yeah, like for example, today, I think today's market open was perfect because we dipped into a 4-hour level. We created a fake out from there, and then it was a straight shot from there. The reason why I found it not easy, but I found it relatively okay. We might have a good probability of continuing into closer to 45K today is because of the 9:30 a.m. and the way we closed. We grabbed the liquidity from the 1 hour zone. We closed very healthy bullish. All I was waiting for is just to confirm the way that the overall 15 was closing. And I had no problem at all taking the 9:45 candle with my stop loss was below the previous 5-minute candle, which is the 9.
Gotcha. Okay, so you caught this leg up right here.
Yep.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, just straight up.
Yeah. Well, we had the why did I lose my train of thought? We had the manipulation off of the 1 hour zone right here. So that was really my biggest confirmation to take this trade. Along with the overnight. Overnight, we were beautifully trending up. So like I came to the day, I was like, okay, if it's buys, I would love that. But at the same time, I was very flexible. I want to see in case we get any headlines, any tariff headlines pre-market to switch that. So just gonna be on your feet always.
100%. Yeah, that's actually something. Have you noticed a shift in the way you're trading based off like the Trump presidency? Because I've noticed some shifts in just how the market moves lately, and I think I could correlate it directly to the Trump presidency. You know what I mean?
It is because I think now you're expecting unexpected headlines all the time. So you really need to set your risk for each trade. If you're winging it without a set risk or like a stop loss or something, that is really tough because one headline is gonna wipe you out. So yeah, and volume sometimes it's just that, and then one tweet or one headline and you're like boom shooting. So the goal is to not get butchered when we're dead or we're ranging in a zone. And just wait for the volume to kick in always.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. 100%. So, okay, actually, I want to get back to the 50K accounts. Why do you not like 50K accounts if we're talking futures?
Okay, so I understand they're easy to pass because they get like a 2K for 3K goal, which is real. Like on paper, in theory, it's amazing. 2K is not enough drawdown for me. I just don't enter trades on $50 risk or $100 risk and take it from there. This is not enough. And if you're risking anything more than that, like let's say $300-400 a trade, really 2 to 3 losses back to back to back, and you're done. It's over. And then the thing is, you're gonna end up spending more money than if you were just to go with the bigger account up front. Because I don't know, to be fair, the past rates when it comes to the 50 or 150. I just know for myself, I tried it twice and I failed both rounds. I was like, that's it. It's just I can't make it work with that type of drawdown up front. Even I'm never using on the funded accounts, I'm never using the full $4,500, for example. But it's just having the extra cushion is really important.
Psychologically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally agree. That's exactly my thoughts on it too. Because I've tried to do the 50K accounts, and I go through the same thing. Like when I think about all the payouts I've taken a few payout cycles with 50K accounts, but the majority of them have just, they've just been way too tough, and they end up getting breached. And it's the same thing. And, I totally understand that argument, the drawdown to profit target ratio, 2K for 3K, just size down, just trade micros. But I don't know, there's something about it that it's just not enough. And
no, it's not.
It's just not enough. And there's too many people that they'll start off trading the right amount of size. Like the right amount of size for a 50K account is honestly, if you're trading NQ, you need to be trading like 2 micros. And,
I agree.
And most people just are not going to do that. They're going to trade 5 and think that they're being responsible. And it's like, no, you're going to blow that account up, homie.
No, I agree. And yeah, the size is really going to entice you to just be like, you know what, I'm just going to slap 5 minis. It's an easy goal. Boom, 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 boom. I just don't think it's a realistic account size. I mean, good for you, honestly, for taking payouts off of the 50. I have not.
Listen, I did it. I think it was with Top Step last year, and what was actually dope about it? I got really lucky. They were doing one of those sales or like a promo where their 50K accounts were like $5 or something.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that?
I wasn't trading futures during that time, so yeah.
Well, they were offering like $5 50K combines, and just by luck of God, those are the ones that I got funded and got to pay out. It was pretty sick.
That was a good ROI there.
That was fire RR for sure.
Yeah, that's
but amazing. Yeah, I mean, okay, guys, we're starting to get a little bit some movement here. I could get interested in longs potentially. I want to see if we can get a 5-minute closure above this gap. Like again, previous day's point of control, nice hold of previous day's point of control. And it lines up nicely with that 4-hour fair value gap. And again, we're higher time frame. We are still very bullish. Like, yeah, I do think we're probably due for a deeper correction soon enough. But you, again, just like Nahal said, you can't anticipate that. You don't want to call the top. If the market wants to show you that it wants to keep ripping, especially with US indexes, just follow it, you know?
Yep. And I think if you missed like the initial shot on YM this morning, I was seeing it pre-stream. I was like, oh, that's the second opportunity to enter. Because if you see, we came down to that 1 hour level from July 30th around like 10:45 or 11. So that was a really good opportunity to pull it back up on the 5. I'm not sure how I would have entered on the 15 here because I just wouldn't have known where to put my stop loss. But I would have entered on the 5 for sure. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this is interesting. So we actually did not inverse this gap technically yet. So in a perfect world, we would have closed above this gap and I could start looking for like a break and retest type of thing for a quick scalp. And like guys, literally I would be looking for like this for this high to get ran, something like that. I do think if we want to go higher, like we have a draw on liquidity, we have this open 5-minute fair value gap right here. So open imbalance, that could be the draw if we get higher. There's also, yeah, I think there's also a 15-minute in here. Yeah, and there's a 15-minute that lines up there. So I do think we have a draw on liquidity if we want to go higher. But I'd like to see this as my last bit of confirmation first. So I'm still going to hold off for the time being on a trade. You know, I'm in no rush right now, especially like right now with these accounts. I just took a payout on them and I did it a bit early. Like I usually like to try to make 2 times my drawdown. So like on a 150K account in most cases with Top Step, at least I want to make 9 grand so I could take that first half out. And then I still have the initial amount of buffer, but I don't know. Something told me to just take it out. I got them up to like 4 grand around there. And I was like, let me just take it. I don't care. You know, I had some Tradeify payouts that also lined up on the same day. So I was like, this is a nice set of payouts. I'm just going to take this money. And that's something I'd like to ask you about. What is your method on taking payouts with futures prop firms? Do you have like rules that you do? Because, you know, it's a little different from the CFD space where every 14 days you just hope you're in profit and you're going to withdraw that. So what's your usual plan of attack?
So if I'm trading something like Top Step, my thought process is really similar to yours. I want to have like 9K in the account. So when I take 45 multiplied by 5 is really good, but I still have really good drawdown in the account. I would say though, the previous couple months, I did take payouts when the accounts were at 6 or 7. I just didn't feel the need to push for the extra 2K per account. Sure. And it's mainly because I was in a mental state where the markets were really exhausting me. So I knew if I push my limits, there's a really high chance I'm not going to be performing at my peak. So I assess it based on how the month is going, but generally speaking, I don't take payouts if the account has like less than 6K in it. Because less than that, it's just going to be really tight. I know it's going to be really easy for me to blow the account, and I don't like going back to the challenge phase like that. Yeah.
No, that's really well said. I mean, that really, like, it really is those types of things that are what makes someone be able to do this consistently and make money. Like to be able to know yourself, like you just said, like maybe in a different situation, you would push for that extra 2 grand. If you're feeling good, if the markets are making sense, you know, it all depends, but you can, like, you know yourself. So you go in this situation, I'm going to take this money.
Exactly.
And that's it. Yeah. I really feel like those are the secrets. Like technical analysis is really not all that complicated. I do think a lot of people try to say that it should be as simple as possible. I actually don't fully agree with that. I do think you need to like spend a good year like reading price action and actually understanding it, because it's not rocket science, but it's also not like 2 + 2 in my opinion. It's somewhere.
No, it's not. And I think like your intuition, trading intuition is something that's very underrated, but it saves you most of the time. Like intuition isn't something that I can be like, all right, today I'm gonna teach you this. This is something you gain with like chart time, screen time, experience from messing up and learning what went wrong from honestly, even from like tilting and thinking, okay, what caused me to tilt and all that. And just like realizing the signs early on. So your intuition is something you build up with the years.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is. Intuition is huge.
Yep.
But okay, so what firms are you trading with right now? Are you mostly just like Top Step? Do you trade a few different firms, and also do you copy trade, or do you do like one account at a time?
No, I copy trade. I don't do one account at a time. With futures right now, I'm doing Top Step, Tradeify, and I recently started with Lucid. Those are the three I'm using right now.
And do you so you copy trade? Do you copy trade between all three firms, or do you like separate each firm?
No, between all three firms. I copy,
Oh,
so it's like 555. I do it manually. I'm testing out trade copiers right now in the futures space. One flopped, the other one's doing well. I just want to test it out a little bit more before putting in all my accounts. And also, I find it really hard. I haven't seen one where you can copy from Project X to like Ninja. That's good.
Oh, that's a new thing? There's one that's going to allow that?
There's one that allows that currently in the market, but based on feedback from fellow traders, it's not good at all.
Yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't want to be the guinea pig, I don't think,
Same.
linking all my accounts to that.
Same.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like with the CFD space, their copy traders were very intuitive and like easy to use, and you could copy between multiple firms, at least in the golden age. Nowadays, a lot of these firms don't even let you copy trade, but when they were, it was super simple. And then I remember I went to futures thinking it would be that simple, and it's like trying to copy trade between firms. It's like it's a headache trying to set this stuff up. I'm not like a tech guy like that. So I've always just stuck with, okay, if I have Top Step accounts, I'm going to trade my Top Step accounts. I'll copy trade those. If I have another firm, like right now I'm trading Top Step and Tradeify. So they're separate, but I copy trade, each firm.
In a way, you're also minimizing risk, because if you're on a losing streak, for example, and it happens to everyone, you're not on the losing streak on everything that you have. So like, God forbid something happens and you lose a couple accounts, because hey, I mean, that's the nature of the business. We all lose accounts eventually. No one keeps their accounts forever, but at least you don't lose everything in like one shot or one go. So yeah.
Yeah, spread out your risk. Spread out your risk.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. All right. We're almost we're getting near heading off soon. We could head off maybe around like 11:55, but see if anyone has any more questions for Nahal here, let us know. One person asked, so you were talking about when you withdrew $6,000, or when your account got to $6,000. In that situation, do you do half or do you do less than half?
No, I do half.
Yeah, me too. I always take the most I can.
Me too. I mean, money in my bank account feels better than in my trading account. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm the same. One thing I like about Tradeify though is, and again, like I think Top Step overall is the best firm and the easiest one to take payouts from, in my opinion. But what's cool about Tradeify is when you have these profit targets, like your first one on I trade the 150Ks. I needed to make $9,000 to take out $3K per account, but they weirdly helped me build that buffer before I had any, like it doesn't tempt me to take it out early. And I actually built a nice buffer. My Tradeify accounts, I've taken 3 payout cycles from them, and I still have them around like $9,000 of drawdown left. And it's when you have that, trading gets so much easier when you have more room. Like,
agreed.
Taking a loss is just not as big of a deal. Like you have so much room, especially like the hardest thing about futures prop firms is just getting through the trailing drawdown in the beginning, because every loss, it doesn't matter if you took 2 wins the next day, you still got the same. You don't have that initial buffer like growing until you get past the trailing drawdown. So that's one thing I actually like about Tradeify. They kind of forced me to do that. Now I have, a couple of accounts with a nice beefy drawdown, and I'm really like, the other payouts have been super easy to achieve because they get lower. Like I got to make $3,000 on these payout cycles, and I have like $9,000 of drawdown. It's like it's easy.
I agree, and I really think it's a good idea to take it slow in the beginning with these accounts, since there's like a $9,000 per account profit target. But I don't know, maybe you and I, coming from the CFD, like we have CFD experience, 9K doesn't feel as big of a deal because your average profit target was like 9K, 10K, 15 or 16. But take it slow. Like I think a lot of people blow up their accounts earlier because they're trying to make that 9K in like 6 to 8 days. Take it slow. Like let it take 15 days, 20 days. Let the profit target come to you. Don't chase it too hard because eventually it gets really easy.
100%, 100%. All right, last question. Wakar asked if either of us teach beginner traders. For me, you can reach out to ASFX TV if you haven't signed up. We have a full-on streaming service. The first month right now, actually, guys, is totally free. If you use code FIRST, you'll get a full month of ASFX TV completely for free. So you can test that out. We have like 4 coaches in there. There's Austin Silver, Evan Dyer, James Bruce, and myself. There's one of us streaming Monday through Friday from 9:30 all the way until like 12 p.m. So you have a ton of people you can learn from with ASFX TV. And there's also a private mentorship. You could hit up Austin Silver for that. It's called the Black Shirt Club. But yeah, just join ASFX TV, bro. And Nahal, I don't know if you have anything. Do you have like a community or anything like that?
Not at the moment. You're welcome to the person asking. If you have questions or something, reach out to me on Instagram. I'll see your DM, respond to it. But not at the moment. I don't teach at the moment.
Yeah, guys, I will drop, before we go, I'll drop Nahal's Twitter account. I have that at least on hand. So I'll drop that in the comments right now. There you go. Yeah, they liked you. They liked you. They say Erkan says she's dope. Sick.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Really
I thought you were going to be a great
Zach.
guest. Yeah, really good conversation. Feel free to come on again anytime you want. But yeah, I think we could lock it up for now. No trades, but I think we had some good conversation, a lot of value. So yeah, thanks again, Nahal.
We did. Thank you so much for having me on, and thank you guys.
Absolutely. All right, take care, guys. Peace.
Bye.